Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
Yo.
That Denzel meme?
What's that?
Close game. Shout out. What's good, y'all? It's Nets Kingdom. We're here. Everybody's in here. Chubb, Saint, Rays, Julian. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're joining us right now, we just beat the Wizards 119 to 118. Wow. Like I said, what a game for Kyrie. Breakout games, Kyrie, Lamarcus. We're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about Harden and what happened in the fourth. You know, the breakdown in the fourth. We'll get to that. So let me shout out the chat real quick. Let me see who's in here. Shout out Isaac. What's good? Yes, Midnight. What's up? Daily Dose. Hey. The real parody. What's up? AMB. What's good? Jason Bula. What's up? Yep. All day. Mario Crimson. What's up? Mario Crimson. Joey. Hey, Joey. Anthony. MJ Zaire. What's up? Yeah, that was close. Donna. What's up? Love from Kenya. Oh, shout out Kenya. Brian V. Arthur. Nicholas. Hey, Nicholas. Brian. Uncle Drew 11. Yep, the Kyrie fans is in here. Brooklyn Nets 11. Age. What's good, Age? Oh, Age. I haven't seen Age in a minute. What's good, Age?
Age making moves. Age is out there.
Age making moves.
Age is making moves.
Age making moves. Brian, what's good? And Bubsy, what's up? So we started off this first quarter, and it was hot. You know, Kyrie started off hot. We shot 62% from the field in that first quarter. Strong start for Kyrie, bro. He had 12 points, 5 for 7 shooting. James Harden he started slow in that first quarter. Lamarcus Aldridge, we saw a breakout of the mid-range in that first quarter. He had 10 points in that first quarter. So we were just
6 for 6. He hit his first 6.
Heard his first 6 shots. Yeah, thank you. 6 for 6. Again, how'd y'all feel about that first quarter?
Dude, okay, go for it. Go for it, Rage or Chubbs.
No, it's just I think Lamarcus definitely heard all the sharp praise and the Claxton praise, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm still here though. So I think he's like, yeah, I'm still here and I can still do this. Can Sharp or Claxton do this? No. I think that was like that was the whole energy. Like, so definitely I honestly say he was arguably one of the main reasons we were in the position to win. Arguably.
He's the main reason why we
half the reason.
Straight up.
And that fourth quarter,
is why we won.
Like Kyrie had the most, but Lamarcus was a little bit more efficient than Kyrie.
Yeah. So that second quarter, again, we scored 41 points in that second quarter. Like I said, we were killing it offensively, and then halftime we led the Wizards 74-62. I think they said this was like one of the highest scoring halves in the Nets season. I think we had 74 at the half. Kyrie had 22 at the half, 9 for 12. Lamarcus had 19, 8 of 9. But the only thing that was killing us was the boards. The Wizards was killing us on the boards. They had 19-6 edge in the second chance points. We just couldn't get it right on the boards. Like on the offensive glass, it got better in the second half, but on the offensive glass, they were just. I think it was Gafford. Who else was in there getting boards on us?
Can we pause around that real quick? Yeah. Like, I mean, listen, Day'Ron still put in 15 minutes, 5 for 6. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds. He hit all his free throws, which was amazing. But he shot himself in the foot, and I think that's what hurt us.
The fouls early.
His energy. Like, listen, like his energy was good. They weren't horrible fouls, but they were just overplaying. Like you like the energy that he had to try to get to box somebody out or to close out on somebody. You like to see that, but just too much energy, and he took himself out of the game. And I wasn't so worried about the rebounding this game, only because our defense was doing such a great job, and we pretty much kept them at a 10-point lead most of the game. Like the first 3 quarters, what we were doing was working. And then that fourth quarter, when they turned the defense up, everything went out the window. Harden was holding the ball too long. Harden and Kyrie couldn't hit shots. It was pretty much LA at that last
The
fourth
the
quarter.
rebound didn't hurt us as much because the offense was we were
Yeah,
smoking hot from offense,
defense
so it
was
didn't
too,
really
yeah.
and the defense was decent. And then like I said, Harden picked it up in that second quarter. Harden was going to the rim. That's when he went bully ball, and he just started bullying everybody and went straight to the rim in that second quarter. He picked it up.
Two
go ahead.
blocks, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 5 for 5 from the free throw line,
11 for 15, and that's the other thing. Dude was efficient tonight. Like
11 for 15, 10 for 15.
11. Woo! Like
that's like
LA had
70%.
it. That was LA's best game of the year.
Yeah, LA had a great game. I think
it was his
best
season
games,
high.
so.
Yeah.
So that third quarter came. We were 97-88. Irving had 26 points in that third quarter. Harden had 16. LA had 21 in the third quarter. That's when Day'Ron came alive in that third quarter. Day'Ron started getting boards. And then in that fourth quarter, man, this is where it all happens. Every Nets game, every single Nets game, we go through the same thing over and over.
Going on,
I think it goes back and forth between the third and fourth quarter, though, to be fair.
Every single game, the fourth quarter, bro. So, again, they cut it down to 7, I think, in the fourth quarter. We had the lead. And then I think James Harden took that hard foul at 4:32. Then it was 111, 105. That's when he took that. I think they didn't call a foul on that. He got hit in the head.
No, he did.
The refs were on. The refs were on crack. Harden did lean into Beal.
He leaned into him.
He didn't even get hit. No, he didn't even get hit from the angle.
Yeah, he did force it, but the refs were on one this whole game.
So we go up 113, 111 with 3 minutes left, and then we're basically trying to hold the lead, but we just made a whole bunch of careless turnovers.
Yeah,
it was just kind of sloppy in the fourth quarter. Again, Kyrie kind of Kyrie, they were trying to isolate Kyrie to get him his shots off, but he did miss a couple. I don't know if James Harden shot in that fourth quarter. I don't remember him shooting.
He did. He did. I think he had. He was 1 for 5 or something.
He was 1 for 5 in the fourth.
Kyrie was 2 for 6 in the fourth.
Yeah.
Harden was 1 for 5.
Yes. So we struggled in that fourth, and it got cut down. Like I said, the lead we were up by. I think up by 113, 111 with 3 minutes left, and then we just started feeding Lamarcus. Feeding Lamarcus and in that late game stretch, and he held us down for that late game stretch. I think the last 6 points were scored by Lamarcus Aldridge. So that fourth quarter.
Don't forget, I think fourth quarter didn't Cass throw a 3 in there finally? Cass came up with a big 3. The other thing though is literally that last shot when I saw the closeout, I think it was on by Harden. I thought they were going to call a foul. I thought they were going to give that man a foul. Because if that was not the end of the game shot, I think they would have called that a foul. I was really surprised that they did. That shit had me nervous. That last shot.
Yeah, because Kuzma, like I said, the last minute was it the last 33 seconds? Kuzma hit that 3, and then after Kuzma hit that,
you remember that?
Yeah.
No,
I'm like, when did Kuzma get the clutch gene, bro? When did Kuzma get the clutch gene, bro? Like, I don't know when that happened.
But I know, but let's be honest. Like, listen, Kuzma is not as trash as y'all make him out to be. Like, the dude can still play to some degree, and it's just fun to bag on him because he's got that pink sweatshirt. But the Lakers weren't using him right, and as soon as LeBron got there, that man took a back seat. But we talked about that. The first half, none of their team was really hitting. Their game was the inside, and none of their shooters were consistently hitting. Beal had 4 points at the half, right? So you had to you kind of had to know.
I feel like Bradley Beal went ghost this game. I didn't see it. I didn't even feel Bradley Beal in this game at all, bro.
He usually kills us too.
Yeah. First half he was.
Kessler shut down whoever he guarded in that first quarter. Kessler didn't really score a lot and didn't really do too much in the beginning, but he was a huge part closing out on these guys while these guys did not get in a scoring rhythm for sure.
Yeah. So before I read some comments, I'm going to read the last 44 seconds. So Lamarcus hit a free throw, 119, 115, and then Kuzma with 36 seconds left hit that 3-point jumper, 119, 118. Nets call timeout. Kyrie at 31 seconds missed a 28-foot 3-point jumper. Then he got the offensive rebound. Montrezl Harrell blocked James Harden's 6-foot jumper. It was basically craziness. So still 119, 118. KCP got the rebound, and Kuzma missed another 3, and then it was basically over after that. So we were just scrambling in that last couple seconds to hold on to the lead, and that's
the
how the
whole
game
squad
ended.
played good. Shout out to the whole squad, bro. The whole squad. We were not winning that game without everybody who was in the box score. Shout out to the squad. Shout out to
You can't even hate on Nash either. Considering what Nash had to use on his bench, he did the rotations as best as he could. Could he have maybe? Somebody said it earlier. Could he have maybe like rested Kyrie a little bit more? But I kind of beg the thing where it's like at this stage of the game, if you had let Kyrie maybe
How many minutes he played?
set it up
38.
38.
Played 38.
Yeah, my thought is like you can't get away from playing Kyrie most of the game, but maybe set it up a little different. I don't know. I thought Nash did a good job with what he had and rotating. We didn't see Blake. I was surprised at that. I honestly hate to say it, but I would have rather seen DDJ than Bruce.
Oh my God, Bruce got so pissed off tonight, bro.
It's up for
Even
Bruce,
though
man.
Bruce did have, was it the end of the half or the third quarter where he had that nice like 3-point play that was kind of cool. Defensively, outside of that one foul that blew your parlay, I think that's the only thing. He didn't do terribly defensively. Just he couldn't score inside at all. Like his offensive game, I have a better hope for DDJ's offensive game than his.
He airballed that floater too. Remember that airball floater?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
But Bruce's defense though, I can't hate on the defense. He still did give defense, was hustling out there. Oh, shout out to Keith. What up? What up, King?
What's good, Keith?
You know what,
Yeah, if you're joining us right now, we just beat the Wizards in a close game. Make sure you guys hit that like button. So I guess the story of the night, who gets the game ball for y'all? We got, I guess, Kyrie. Oh, you know what? A sleeper pick too? Patty Mills. Patty Mills this game was really, really good, but people are not going to talk about that, bro. People not going to talk about that.
He was 6 for 10, 5 for 7, 5 rebounds, 17 points, 1 block for Patty. I'm going to LA, dude. LA for me.
Yeah,
because
it's clean sweep.
He won us the game at the end, and yeah.
Who you got, Chubbs? Game
Element, ball. Yeah, Element. It's up. Yeah, Lamarcus.
Rage.
Lamarcus.
The mid range.
The mid range.
Damn. I hope we're not influencing the polls,
it's
y'all.
Always
he only missed 4 shots, right? Like Rage, did you look at the stats?
He only missed 4 shots.
He only missed 4 shots, and then he pretty much scored all the remaining points, right? Like they were doubling Kyrie every time he got the ball at the end.
I'm gonna go with
that third quarter. He came back up and made shots when it mattered.
I'm gonna be that one guy, and I'm gonna go with Kyrie for the game ball. I just loved how
Marcus 4 shots.
I'm gonna go with Kai. I'm gonna go with Kai Marcus.
You said Kai Marcus?
Kai Marcus.
I'm gonna go with Kyrie because I think we needed Kyrie's that beginning of the first quarter when he went off with 12 points in that first. We needed that energy. We needed that offensive. I just feel like he just brought that energy. I think Saint said this too, like the speed of the game. Kyrie kind of speeds up the game a lot with them fast breaks. He just energizes our team. So I'm going with Kyrie with the 30 ball tonight for a game ball.
I can see it.
But see, that's the only. I mean, yeah. I mean, LA was just consistent all the way through. Like I can understand, like if Kyrie had. If that fourth quarter didn't,
you think if he hit more fourth quarter shots, it would have been Kai?
Yeah, I would have gone Kai.
Well, he got us to the fourth, though. That's the thing.
LA, yeah, but so did LA, bro.
So did LA.
Right. Yeah. Kyrie had 30. He had 27. I mean, LA came off the bench right away and was like perfect for a long time, right? Like I'm just saying, like Kyrie and LA, like you could chop the ball in half, but what pushes it over the edge for me was that LA
closed the game out.
He closed the game out when we
closed it out.
They kept putting in Nash and them. And this is where I'll give Nash credit. And part of the thing with recognizing with LA is they kept isolating LA with another player, and it was just money, right? Like all game, like the one thing the Wizards did not do is pick up on how we were using LA out there, and that arguably was probably one of the main reasons why we won the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me read some comments. Make sure you guys let us know your opinion. Who gets the game ball? We got Kyrie, Lamarcus, and
do
Patty.
A poll. You might as well do a poll.
I did the poll. The poll's up. The poll's up.
There's people that are gonna no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Now Kyrie had a great game, like 30 points, lit it up in that second quarter. But Lamarcus, I mean, it was literally he was the closer. Like, and look at it. Kyrie and Harden combined 6 of 22 in this entire second half, and Lamarcus was more efficient in that fourth quarter alone.
A lot of that 6 of 22 was from Harden, though. Why are you trying to make Kyrie look bad?
Nah, but Harden, it's more so Harden.
We are going to have to have a Harden.
Kyrie did have his.
We're going to talk about Harden
Yeah,
after we talk about this game ball, bro. We got to talk about Harden after this game ball.
Tell us why you came at my dog like that. Nah, you tried to slide that in. Nah, he tried to slide that in.
You tried to sneak it in?
Nah, we do got to talk about Harden.
Shout out
Element. He's doing.
So did y'all not notice how like the mid range was saving us that game? Like it was LMA. Cam Thomas hit like 3 little middies. Harden hit a mid range at one point. You know,
I have a little issue with Cam this game, to be honest. Though, I do have an issue with Cam this game. He needs to stop forcing up those threes. Like the one part of his game that is not improving right now is the 3-point shot. The mid-range, the 2 baskets that he made were mid-range shots, and those have been working for him. When he seems to step in, like there was a time in the game where he got the ball and he could have, I don't know if it was third quarter or second, where like he was the only one down there. And I understand people are comfortable with, they know he's a bucket, but I'm also, it's like, hey, dude, hold the ball. Patty did it multiple times where Patty, when Kyrie was in the game and it was running fast, Patty would sprint, but then he would do the veteran thing. And like, I have more confidence in Patty taking an open 3 with nobody down there than Cam does. But Patty was smart and he'd stop and he'd hold the ball, wait for the offense to come up. But that was my only thing with Cam is that I think he just needs to keep improving those shot selections. And I think he
settles. He settles for that 3. He settles for that 3 a lot. But like I said, his strong. I think his butter, his like bread and butter, I feel like is when he gets to the lane and then he stops and pops off that mid range. Like too. He can do that a lot more than just settling for the 3 because I don't think he can shoot threes, but he's just not I don't know how to explain it.
And just because he's a rookie, we could still critique it. I don't like the excuse of like, oh, he's a rookie, it's okay. Yeah, I mean,
and the thing is, he's better off a shot off the dribble. He's not like he's not a spot up shooter.
But he's good. But he can create. Like he can like take somebody off the spot. Like he can do it, and that's what I've been enjoying is seeing him tack the mid range more, and it's been successful.
Shout out Leb. He said Cam had a ton of friends and family in the crowd tonight. My guess is he was trying to put on a show for them. Oh, maybe that's why. There was some guy that hugged Kyrie. Did you see that guy at the end that hugged Kyrie? Like he basically like pulled Kyrie. He was about to pull Kyrie in the crowd. Like that's how hard he hugged Kyrie.
I didn't see that. I just saw him dapping up fans. I didn't see that.
There was one guy that dapped up Kyrie and he like pulled Kyrie. He was like, "Argh!" Like I was like, who is this guy?
I guess only Kyrie would.
Washington is one of those games where I think because of where the East Coast, like that's like where a lot of family and friends could pull up to.
Yeah,
that's one of those games you could make a trip to.
Let me read some comments. Shout out Cypher. He said Cam Thomas is shooting 48.4% from mid range.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, his bread and butter is that mid range, bro.
Thank you,
Get to the rim.
Thank you.
Duke said Harden brought CP3 to his first conference finals and carried. Oh, okay. He's talking about Harden. The Harden stands.
He shot 7 of 21 from that.
I don't know what that has to do with the game.
He was a Rocket then. He's a Brooklyn then. Now that ain't got to do nothing.
What did he say? I'm sorry.
He was talking about Harden CP3 days, but that had nothing to do with the game. Shout out to your boy. He said we have a great young core. With that comes growing pains. Cam will figure it out. Yeah, like I said, it's not like we're just.
I'm not bagging on him.
We're not bagging Cam. We're just telling him how he can get better. Like in our opinion, that how he can get better. It's not like he's trash, or we're not saying all that. It's just certain things he can do better. You know.
Leb, I banned Jenica. I had enough of that weirdo shit. I got rid of that.
The troll master.
Yeah, I got rid of that shit.
The troll master. Let me see what the poll is. Okay, so we got who gets the game ball tonight. You guys voted. Make sure you guys hit the vote. Lamarcus Aldridge is winning the vote right now. 109 votes, 62%, and then Kyrie's in second. Damn, y'all got no love for Patty. 1% for Patty.
Patty had a great game. Let's be honest, bro. You don't win the game with
Patty had a great game, yo.
My question of like that way, if some people are still voting, it's like if LA doesn't hit like the six points in a row or the last 6, whatever, like do we win that game?
No.
Yeah.
So I mean that's to me why it comes down to that. Like without LA, like you ain't at the end, you're not winning that game is either tied, overtime, or we straight losing that shit. But I do say your next poll is, because I'm already seeing it, like people are going Harden's the GOAT, but they want to ignore the 8 turnovers. The seven for
how the Harden fans coming in like flexing during this game. This is the wrong game to flex about Harden in this game.
So I want this is the poll I want you to put up and say, did Harden have a good game? Yes or no? And just leave it at that.
How you doing?
You're gonna expose the chat.
Yes, because I'm tired of
you about to blow up the chat.
You know what it is? I'm tired of stands. Is what I'm tired of.
Man.
I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Tired of Kyrie, Harden, KD stands that can never hear anything negative about their player. I'm tired of them.
Yeah, we might put that poll up. I'm afraid it was gonna, because the Harden, it might
put that poll up, bro.
Might expose the chat. I don't know, but we'll see. Go ahead, Chelsea.
Because here, man, literally after the game ended, it's just Harden and Kyrie stands going at it, and it's like. Bro, both your guys went combined 6 of 22 in the second half. Like, logically, look at it. Those 2 stars, we had to feed LMA the ball because he was the most efficient guy out there.
Yes.
Let that sink in. Yeah. And it's more so Harden in that second half. I'll ease up on Kyrie because he did have a great. I didn't think it was
but
too
it's
that.
Not even
wasn't
slander.
That bad.
I don't think that's slander though. It's just Kyrie had more of a reason. I'm sorry, Kyrie had more of a reason to miss shots because he was getting doubled.
Right. Yeah. But Harden, it's like he needs to just let go of the ball in that second half. When it comes to the clutch, share the ball. Don't be afraid to let someone else like ball handle, because that's the point you came here. You want someone else
like
to take
he was
the leaf of your
dribbling the clock out too much. That's really what kind of be aggravating me.
Dribbling the air out the ball.
There was one possession where like he dribbled it to like 6 or 7 seconds, and then he just passed it to Kyrie, and then Kyrie. That's one of the shots Kyrie missed. But
or he passes it. It's just that's not fair to the person you're passing to. You're just giving him 5 seconds. That's
he came for saying throat. That's crazy.
No. I put this up. Hey Piper, it's not negative. It's like keeping it real and talking about shit.
Go to bed. That's crazy.
And unfortunately, and I don't know how old you are, Piper, but most of you young guys can't hear negativity. It's like you're
Piper,
the
emotional hours for Piper.
You guys are the second place trophy generation. You get a trophy for losing. That seems to be. That's if you're that young, I don't know.
It's emotional hours, bro. It's emotional hours for the Harden fans.
If you are a male and your name is Piper,
yeah.
But if you're a female, you good. Never mind.
It's crazy, like that comment, because it's like you see Harden having a crap game, and it's like you just want to turn the blinders on.
No, I can't do. But that's why I said like I'm tired of the stands when it comes to like when we have these breakdowns and somebody clearly has like a good game, or they have a bad game, right? And you can talk about them not having a good game. Doesn't mean like listen. I love Harden. I don't want Harden going anywhere. I love him on this team. Yes, I'm nervous about $60 million, but at the end of the day, I love the guy. I like what he brings to this team. The dude showed heart playing on a busted-ass hammy last year to win it for us, right? So that's where my love is. Like, I know he loves the Nets and loves being here, but at the same time, I'm going to say when Harden has a horrible game. Yeah. Unlike somebody like the Real Royal who just got in your help.
All right, well, if you're joining us right now, we just beat the Wizards 119-118. Breakout games for Kyrie with the 30 ball and Lamarcus 27. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about James Harden tonight.
I see.
Leb,
I hate how
he's on. He was drafted by my team and is a Met. Okay, didn't come from anywhere else.
Playboy Sharp.
Yeah. He's just mad that count is real. At home right now. Hey, Rage, tell me you're helping me out because I need that. Tell me we found gold with the Clax.
My God, I found gold. I'm doing it right now.
Thank you, because I got something for Leb and AJ's ass. But go on.
Go on. No, hold on, AJ. Hold on.
He's a Dayron stand, but
he's a Dayron.
Yeah, we drafted. I did crown myself a stand. I did.
Oh my
but
God!
I think that's better than following just one player and never rooting for a team.
I'd rather be a Dayron stand than a delusional Harden stand. I'm all right.
I just think if you're a player stand and you follow a player to a team, you should have no words about the rest of the team.
I'm literally a
come in here and be negative.
I'm literally a Harden fan. Harden fans are the worst fan. I don't care. You have Steph Curry fans. You got LeBron James fans.
I think it's the difference between a fan and a stan to me.
Nah, Ray, I gotta say, Russell Westbrook stands are getting.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even think
the stands.
LeBron, okay, but we know their opinion is invalid. We know that Russ fans' opinion are invalid. Like if you're a Russell Westbrook stan, I'm sorry, but if you're a stan of the man, no one cares about.
I thought those exist. I thought that was make believe. Thought that was a myth.
Hey, real Royal, a player can have a bad game. A player can have a bad game, but also as a Harden stan that you are, you also have to be able to accept when your man has 8 turnovers and is like 7 for 12, and then we just talk about that he had a bad game. Right,
7 for 21.
It's not slander and it's not hate. It's just man didn't have a great game
because he said 7 for 12 is 7 for 21.
No, I'm sorry, 7 for 21.
I got it.
Yeah,
bro,
it was worse.
This sucks, bro. Like, bro, I hate talking
negatively about this man.
Like we gotta talk about it because
I want him to play good. Like, I want him to play good. Like,
I feel bad.
Yeah, like I want him to play good. I don't like coming up here all these times.
Now this guy is trolling. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, he did give us 18 game ball hard.
To me, like I said, Harden.
Sorry.
Troll alert.
Should we give him the game ball?
To me, Harden's game, like I said, the first quarter wasn't good. Second quarter, that's when he came alive. That's when he started going to the rim. He stopped looking for the foul calls. Third and fourth, that's when he started kind of slowing down, and we saw some turnovers and some kind of questionable shots. We saw
the 2021-2022 James Harden of this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he almost had a triple-double,
But because of Kyrie and Lamarcus, we didn't feel it as much as we remember how before in the season we would feel it, but now it's like with Kyrie and Lamarcus, we don't really feel it that much.
No,
shout out to Juke though. I'm a Harden stan, and yes, I accept the fact that he played one of the worst games this year. Thank you. That's all somebody's asking.
I'm defending Harden.
No, that's a Harden fan, bro. Juke, you're a Harden fan because the difference between a fan and a stan.
He's a stan. He said I'm a Harden stan.
A fan is like you're a fan of your player. That's your favorite player. A stan is like you're against all logic. Any logic in basketball, you're against all logic, and you're just gonna stand that player against like.
But he's
that's a stan to me.
So I'm pretty impressed, though. I'll give him that.
That's what a stand is to me. Like you can't even.
I'm defending Harden tonight. That's all I know.
You defending Harden?
I'm defending him tonight. He averaged.
Let me put the poll.
He almost had a triple-double.
So what was it? Did Harden have a good? No, is Harden? So you're pulling the Westbrook right now. So we're using Westbrook logic now. Are we using Westbrook logic on Harden?
Westbrook logic.
It was just turnovers and he shot bad. That's it. He'll be all right in this game.
Yeah, so the poll should be: did Harden have a good game? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna end this poll. Make sure you guys hit that. Well, we got a bunch of 180 votes for this game ball. So I'm gonna give it to Lamarcus. I mean, Kyrie's making a little comeback, but I'm gonna give it to Lamarcus. Nets Nation voted who gets the game ball. Lamarcus Aldridge 56%, and Kyrie with 42%. So I'm gonna put the Harden poll. Try to expose the chat.
Yo, they talking about trading Harden.
Yo, all right. Let's see the chat. Let's see what the chat says. So let me know in the comments.
What's the
we're gonna put up the poll. Did James Harden have a good game? We'll say that.
Why y'all doing that, bro? Why y'all trying this, bro? Why y'all doing this?
Is that the poll you want to say?
Yes.
Did Harden have a good game?
Did Harden have a good game? Yes or no?
This is so long.
That's such a nasty question.
If you've been reading the chat, some people are like Harden tastes great, doesn't do anything wrong. Other people
don't just run past that. Wait, don't just.
I added something into that just so you know. I added.
Yo,
hey, all I know is when you read, Julian, when it comes time to read the poll, will you do it in your food voice?
I'll do it in a smooth voice.
It depends. I don't know.
Yo, let me read some comments, y'all. Let me see what the chat's saying right now.
Yeah,
the chat is going. The chat is active right now. The chat is active.
Nah, and you know what? Let me tell this chat something, because I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all the same ones last year saying we needed Harden to win last year. Y'all not slick. I see y'all in there. Y'all were the same ones saying we needed Harden to win last year. Y'all not slick. And y'all act like we didn't see this man carry us to keep up a top 5 seed. Chill the fuck out with the
reason why I say this, Paul, is because the other thing that irritates me as a basketball fan is that you can call out any other player on this team and rip them to shreds when they have a bad game. But if you're Kyrie, Harden, or KD and you have a bad game, you're not allowed to call it out on that. And then people come for you. And that's where the stands come in. So it's like, I'm sorry. I'm not using the Russell Westbrook triple-double, 4 for 35 shooting,
almost had a triple
and like damn near 10 turnovers. And you're going to say, dude had a good game. I ain't playing that shit. Like,
no, he played like shit.
He almost got a
yeah, like you want to go for that. You want to have that.
The 8 turnovers.
You want to have that. You want to carry that.
Yo, this is hilarious. This is a hilarious stream, bro. I love this stream. This is hilarious. Oh wait, DJ said, okay, yeah, no limit call in then. If you want to call in, no limit call.
Yeah.
You gotta call in, bro.
No limit why?
Wait, no limit where he said.
Somebody said James Harden's the assist leader. A lot of Harden. Okay, the Harden stands out here. Harden needs to get back his
averaging 10 assists.
This is the
somebody said Harden needs to get back his step back.
That turnover rate is a little crazy. But
Little boy said he's a decoy.
Yes,
he was a decoy.
He's a decoy. Nah, you know what? Let's shut it down. Let's really put it in perspective. Harden at halftime had 7 assists on 1 turnover.
Hey, first half.
What happened in that second half, Harden? I want the Harden stand to say what happened in that second half.
Thank you.
He had 7 assists on 1 turnover. What happened in that second half?
How you feel about this statement right here? We don't win the game without Harden.
Technically, no, we don't. Technically, we don't.
Well, let's see. That's 5. He was 0 for 5 from 3. We could have given 5 shots to somebody else. That might.
Oh damn!
Kessler?
He had
5 shots to Kessler.
He had 8 turnovers, and that could have been a combination of 2 and 3s to other points to other players that were consistent. So I don't know. He was 7 for 21. Gee, how many? What's 7 minus 21?
Why are you breaking it down like that?
Because
you got to keep it real, bro. Just keep it on.
You got to keep it real, bro. I didn't even think about that. So he missed 2 free throws. He missed all of his threes. He had 8 turnovers, and he was 7 for 21. How many points is that you potentially take away from somebody else having a good game?
Jeez. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I know people don't like facts. People don't like stats, and they don't like facts, but.
So the chat, 80 votes right now. Did James Harden have a good game? 68% said no, and 32% said yes.
So
again,
keeping it real, chat.
Wait, that 32%? What's going on?
It's growing. 34%. My fault.
And this is the other part. It's like because we say he had a bad game, right? And then if he comes back the next game and has a great game, we're going to, hey, dude, great bounce back game. You had a good game. Nobody's ungrateful. Right?
Okay, you know what? Saint timeout. Piper 23. Let me tell you something. As a fan, as a fan, I have the goddamn right to say if a person is playing like shit.
Facts.
I don't care where he came from, how many MVPs he has, how many chips he's had. If KD plays like ass, I'm saying he plays like ass. If Harden plays like ass, I'm a damn well say he plays like ass. It don't matter. I'm not ungrateful because I see a player play like shit and I point out he plays like shit.
Isn't this the Brooklyn Nets? Aren't we like majority from like New
Nets
Jersey
Kingdom.
and New York?
This is not Harden Kingdom. It's not Kyrie Kingdom. It's not Brady Kingdom.
Some of y'all might be from another state, but if you come from the East Coast, we're not being like, no offense, but we ain't a bunch of bitches up here to not call somebody out when.
Yeah, it's still New York. It don't matter. It's still New York.
Thank you.
Yeah, play like ass. We're gonna let you know you're playing like ass.
Like I said, we made sure we broke down the game for y'all quarter by quarter. We broke down the game for y'all quarter by quarter. We told y'all who did well, Kyrie, Lamarcus. We told y'all the bright spots, but we still got to go over what the bad spots. Every game we do this. We do the same thing every game. Go over the positive, we go over the negative. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't understand why people.
Guess what? If Kyrie played like James Harden today, I'd be giving him the same energy. Sorry, but I would be.
Yeah,
and I do want people to understand that it's not like this is off of one game. Like we've been struggling with him a little bit throughout the year, so I do want to remind people that it's not just because I personally wouldn't be crazy over one game. I would just say you play bad and then on to the next. But you know, this has kind of been like a reoccurring thing this season, so I want remind people of that. Like,
oh well,
so
this,
you understand people's frustration.
This explains a lot, bro. This explains a
Harden
lot.
Post,
That's
Rick.
funny. That's funny.
Surprised you don't have a. Surprised you don't. Yeah, surprised he doesn't have a. I'm surprised he doesn't.
Yeah,
have
because it's like people watch the game though. Like I'm saying, you got to watch the game. I mean, I know you people come in here and watch our stream, but y'all should watch the game first and then watch our stream. This is a post game stream. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're gonna tell you about the game, but
I mean, you kind of that's literally the whole point. Actually, like that's actually literally like
hey, real quick. AJ, before I pull No Limit up here, somebody shout out to OJ.
This is a thing.
This is a thing now.
Shout out to OJ Mayo, bro.
This is a thing now.
Shout out to OJ Mayo who hit me up. Let me. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing this now.
Yes, I am. OJ Mayo hit me up. He said, "Hey, where's Clax at?" And I was like, bro, he's back in
I got my son Clax at the hookah bar. Oh nah, they got my son Clax at the hookah spot. No,
and this is where he's at right now too.
No, Henny Clax, not Henny Clax. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's where Clax is at. Shout out to OJ Mayo, gave me inspiration. Shout out to Chubbs, helping create.
Clax, man, I love you, but you're doing it to yourself, bro. Get on the court, bro. Please get on the court, bro. Stop going to the hookah bars, bro.
I sent a pic of where he currently is now. You gotta check it out, Sam.
You sent me another one?
Yep.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Yo,
okay.
I'm crying. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He tried to hide. He tried to hide.
I'm sorry, but this might be one of the greatest photos.
Y'all killing me because I'm a Clax fan. Y'all killing me right now, bro. Yeah, where's Lev? Lev, are you watching this, Lev? Lev, look at Lev's face. Yeah, Lev. I don't know how to feel about this.
Real quick. This might just be the greatest photo Rage has ever created.
Yo.
Bro, I really didn't know. I really thought that was him for a split second. I didn't notice that was Photoshop. I swear to God. Man. Why everybody having fun? But he just looking like.
Oh my god, bro!
I hate y'all. I really hate you.
You saw the camera.
Rage, why you gotta be so good at this, bro?
Rage,
that's how light skinned people take pictures, though. That's real.
Yo,
ever since the camera, he made the straight.
It's like look at the dude he's standing next to, the white dude next to him with the same hair. Like they look like brothers, bro.
Same hair, bro. The same hair.
What gets me tight about this is Class is gonna come back, right? And it's gonna be a month of ramp up. It's like we're gonna ask you, is Claxton available? Nah, it's gonna be like ramp up.
Bro, we're gonna give him the ramp up we were supposed to give Lamarcus when he was coming back.
He's probably, dude. He's probably. I'm sorry, Rage. That one was money.
You're too good at this, Rage.
I told you I had another one. I told you. I said, look at you. Look at
that was amazing. Bro, I had the stone face at the club. That's nasty.
I mean, OJ Mayo, shout out to you because he asked me and then I didn't get to respond to him, but I was like, I have to do a where's Claxton at because.
Oh man,
I'm sorry, bro. But
bro.
Looks like
damn, my son Clax, bro. Why you gotta do this to me, Clax? Why you gotta do this to me, bro?
Welcome to the stage, No Limit.
It's good, No Limit.
I wonder.
No Limit's gonna talk for the. Are you representing the Harden? The Harden.
No, I don't think he is.
I peeped in the Discord and I saw something.
Well, cook up, bro. How you feeling?
We can hear you, bro.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
This was a close game because like every time we played the Wizards, bro, like shit always went crazy, bro. So
yeah,
thank God we put out the win. On to the next game. But let me get into this game, bro. I feel like Lamarcus and Kyrie, they were the players of the game, bro. Like it was co-players of the game, bro. It wasn't only one person. Like Lamarcus just kept working in the mid-range. He was cooking. Like his footwork is just immaculate, bro. Like at age 37, coming off of what he had last year and coming back into form like this is just a blessing for him to still be playing at a high level at his age. You know what I'm saying? People talk about LeBron at age 37. What about Lamarcus? Lamarcus still hooping. But
the good thing about his game is it's so timeless. You know what I'm saying? And his game's a dying breed. Like we barely see players post up anymore, man. Like this post up game is really like dead in the NBA. Like there's only a few players that still do it. Yeah, and he is one of those guys. Like I said, he can hit that mid range, hit that three, post up moves, body in the post, sky hook, left, right. You know what I'm saying? The footwork, it's immaculate. So
that's a timeless game. That's a dying breed, but it's timeless.
It's timeless, yeah. But how'd you feel about Harden tonight? Because the controversy chat tonight was about Harden. He had 18. What do you have? 18 and
7 for 12.
Oh, about Harden?
You gotta put that in.
It was about Harden. The controversy is about Harden.
No limit. Do you want the stats? 7 for 21.
Like Harden, he had
7 shots made.
No, they got the 21 flip. It's actually 7 for 12.
7 for 21.
Yeah.
21 shots.
It's no excuse.
Oh damn, he's cutting
out. I think you're cutting out a little bit. No limit. Oh, I was trying to share this. You got a super chat.
Oh yeah, you're cutting out. Yeah, no limit. You're cutting out, bro. Adar said, "How toxic? Thank you for super chat, bro. How toxic it is in Nets locker room for Harden to be this disengaged. Harden last year."
No, there's no toxicity.
They're cool, bro. They're friends. Like they're not.
Yeah, it's no toxicity.
That's fucked up. I get mad at you because you're struggling. Like they still respect him. They look at him as like a leader. They're not nobody.
We still respect. Like we all still love Harden. Like that.
He's still a leader. He's still James Harden. Like players are gonna have bad games. Like obviously it's been an occurring thing for James Harden, but like he's still James Harden.
But it comes down to this simple argument, bro, where it's like if somebody has a bad game, I'm going to say it. I don't fucking care if your name is Bruce Brown, Harden, Kyrie, KD, Sharp, Claxton. Like if you have a bad game, you have a bad game. And it's okay to have a bad game. That's part of basketball.
Yeah.
And part of like talking about the game is saying, hey, dude didn't have a great game tonight, but people want to get in their feelings and all butt hurt and be like, oh my God, you're making fun of Harden.
Yeah. And I think the microscopes on Harden, the microscopes on Harden this year, because again, like we saw him, he had to be dolo without Kyrie, and it was him and KD. He was struggling, so the microscope was on him. And then after, I think when that rumor came out about him leaving, well, first off, he didn't sign the extension. He denied the extension. And he didn't sign it. So that kind of put the microscope on, oh, is he leaving? Then the season came. He was iffy in the first half of the season. He was inconsistent. The microscope grew. Then the Harden rumors about him going to Philly or the Philly connection, him leaving in the offseason. So it's just a continuous kind of like microscope on Harden. That's why everybody's kind of focused on him.
To me, the microscope really got crazy when we found out like the details of the rule change. To me,
I think that's when it started. That's when it started.
And to be fair, Piper, we'll be talking about the whole game, and people like you, Raheem, like Real Royal, all you'll be saying is stuff about Harden. You don't talk about anything else of the game. You don't talk about who did good, who didn't else do good. It's just Harden, Harden. So yeah, if you want to, I'm gonna keep repeating it till.
What you got against Saint, man? What you got against Saint, man?
I'm saying you had it
because I'm calling shit out and saying, and they don't like.
Trying to get back in.
It's emotional hours and emotional hours.
Kai came back in, and then he did like I was about to add him, and he dipped away. Daquan. There was no Blake tonight. We didn't see Blake.
Real Royal talking about don't throw me in there.
Well, okay, Real Royal. When's the last time you actually? Let's be honest. When's the last time
Real Royal was objective. I forgot what game it was, but I think it was like
that was like what last season? Is that the game?
How you doing like that? Why you doing like that?
Objective? Like
as long as you're objective, bro. That's what I'm saying. But like I said, like the Harden microscope it just grew. Those are the steps that built to like why we're so focused on Harden. I'm not saying like. Every game it has to be the Harden microscope, but it's just like you see the reasons why people are frustrated with Harden. I see like I said, I get DMs, I get comments. People are frustrated with him. So
people are
just
saying
gotta talk
about
it.
That's how frustrating.
If you want to move on,
trade him now.
If so, we don't lose the whole. Since like Real Royal said, half our subs are Harden fans. Like, so we don't lose everybody. Do you want to choose a different topic?
You gotta move on from the Harden topic.
People don't get in their feelings tonight, and then they're late for work tomorrow.
And report me and stuff. Report Nets Kingdom.
Bro, they finna flood the comments.
Bro, but like you know how you have to give a reason on why you request to get someone like took it off YouTube or whatever. What's the description?
Oh, they were mean to James Harden.
Oh, they finna report you for terrorism because you said he was so mean to James Harden.
We just gotta hoop that YouTube is not Harden stands.
Shout out to Bad Brad. Kyrie balling after missing the whole season. Harden still struggling.
Yeah.
But
all right, let's try this again.
And
all right, yo, can y'all hear me?
Okay. Oh yeah, you sound better now, bro.
All right, bro, that's my fault because my phone was overheating, bro.
You was on that. You was on that flip phone.
I'm saying,
all right, this sound better.
Yeah, you sound great, bro. Profile picture.
But all right, let me start from the beginning, bro. Good game.
Yeah.
You know, every time we played the Wizards, bro, you know, shit went left. Like, remember the Bradley Beal 3 and then the Russell Westbrook 3, and then when we lost to them in another clutch time, even though we beat them twice again, but still, like every time we play the Wizards, something always happens, bro. But Lamarcus and Kyrie, like they were the co-players of the game, bro. Like without them, bro, we wouldn't have won this game. Lamarcus Aldridge, bro, is just a blessing on how he played at his age, bro. He's playing at such a high level in his age, especially after what he went through last season, bro, to come back and to just work and have the heart, bro, to just leave it all on the floor like that. What he did tonight after the last bad game he had, he gave us this performance, bro. Nothing but love for Lamarcus Aldridge, bro. For real.
And then how you feel about the well, you talked about Kyrie, but how do you feel about the Harden thing? Because you know the controversy in the Harden, Harden not playing well this game.
This is what people got to understand, bro. Like people in the Discord chat, they think I like hate James Harden, bro. I don't hate James Harden, bro. Trust me, bro. When James Harden was in Houston, bro, every year, like 2014 to 2019, bro, I was always saying #1 mission, bro, because I was rocking with James Harden, bro. I always wanted James Harden to beat Golden State. Always wanted him to beat Golden State. He just couldn't get it done. I still rock. Yeah, he almost did. I still rock with James Harden, bro, but it's no excuse. He's a league MVP, bro. A league MVP, 3-time scoring champ, bro. He's held to a higher standard than other players, bro. I expect him to go out and play on a high level every night, bro, because I think he's that great, bro. He's on the top 75 all-time list, bro. You are one of the 75 best players to ever touch a basketball, bro. You're held to a different standard than everybody else on the floor, bro. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, I respect it, bro. Because like I said, a lot of people don't hold them. Like I said, they don't hold them to those standards.
They want to give you the title. They want to give you the title, but they don't want to give you like the scale that you have to perform up to. Like
exactly. Because look, think about this, bro. If Kyrie had the game that James Harden had tonight, bro, I would have came on here and said the same thing about Kyrie, what I'm saying about James Harden, bro. I hold Kyrie to a high standard too, bro. If KD has a bad game, I'm gonna call him out, bro. I want the Nets to win, bro.
That's what I said.
I'm not just shitting on one player and then just uplifting somebody else, bro. I'm keeping the same energy with everybody on this team, bro. I'm watching basketball, bro. I'm not hating, bro. I'm watching the game. I'm talking about what I see on the floor, bro. If Harden has a good game, I'm going to give him props, bro. But when he's having a bad game, I got to hold him accountable, bro. I can't be a fanboy and be like, oh, it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? This, that. Like, I expect him to just deal with it, bro. He's that great to me, bro. Like, bro, think about this. Other great players, bro,
deep, bro, what you
they have different ways to adjust to their game when something isn't working. Like, take away the 3-ball from KD's game. What else is he gonna do? He's gonna go in the mid range, work in the post, fade away, get to the rim, more things, bro. He has other things in his game to help him he has multiple things in his game, so he can't be stopped unless he's just not hitting his shots. But he has other things to work with in his game.
Yeah,
Harden. He just has the step back or go to the rim floater. Like in his earlier Houston days, he was working in the mid range, playing off ball. He was more unpredictable his game, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why he changed his game to primarily
free throws weren't a problem with him. Like he would go to this line like maybe 6-7 times a game on average, and he'll average 28, 29.
Yeah, bro.
Something real quick. I will give Harden credit tonight that when he Helvin says stop saying bro. But I will to what you're saying with Harden. The one thing I will give him though is that when he saw his shot wasn't working, at least he was attacking, and that's why I think, and that's why I thought like the first half, I wasn't really too concerned. He noticed right away that his shot wasn't hitting, and then he started just taking it to the hoop, and I was like, to me, that was a great adjustment. We did a halftime spaces, and that's what I said. Same thing. I said, you know what, his shot wasn't falling, and Harden decided to go to the rack, and it was working. He was getting the and ones. I don't know what's going on with him at the free throw line. I expect him to shoot better than he has, like, because it's been
he'll shoot better.
The last game that was really bad. I mean, for some reason, his last few games have not been that great from the line for some reason. I don't. Which game was really bad? Was it the last one?
It was last game. When he wore the headband, it was the headband game. I think that's when he missed it. Yeah, headband Harden game.
But at least he readjusted in that first half. But go on, Nolan.
No, I was gonna say with Harden, it's like maybe he's struggling with the I was gonna say the constant role change, because the role change kind of messes him up too. Like when Kyrie's in, his role changes to become, he's not as he still has to score, but he's not aggressive. Then he goes by himself. Some games he'll be by himself. Some games he'll be just with KD. So it's like maybe he's like struggling to adjust where
we saw his him role, finding his role like last year though. That's the only thing about it. We saw him literally like, oh, Kyrie's not here today. Okay, bet 40.
Yeah. Harden played consistently
I'm
great
playing
last year, bro.
Yeah, like
with KD in the lineup, without Kyrie in the lineup, and even when he's Dolly, bro. When he was Dolly, he was carrying us to wins, bro.
Yes, bro.
That's the James Harden I expect every night.
Yeah.
Okay,
James
well,
Harden, bro.
To play devil's advocate, because we do need a counter opinion. Do you think that hamstring is a problem with how he's playing?
No.
I mean,
James Harden, we're past that.
Because I just wanted to throw it out there because
we have to be past
is saying
he
said you got to factor that in this year. You got to factor that in.
I do feel like we need to factor that in.
Yeah. But 40 games in, bro.
A reporter asked him that question after the game, and he said, "Nah, I'm past that."
Because the beginning of the year, he said that though. The beginning of the year, that was one of the reasons why. I remember when they were coming at him.
But that was the beginning of the year, and he,
I expected him to kind of struggle in the beginning of the year. I'm like,
scoring wise, I already told you, like, he played like 4 or 5 years where people literally could not contest his shot, and now people can contest his shot. Like, that's like when he kicks his leg out and shit. Like, people, you literally could not guard him. It's like, it takes unguardable to a whole nother level, but now people can, and people have been aggravated with him. You have some people who have like a vendetta against him. Every time he's driving to the rack, he hooks somebody arm. Like, people, if you watch the last few years, like, people don't like that shit. Other players don't like that shit. So I think other players guard him with more confidence, and some of them are probably trying to make up for the last few years of exploits. And that's really what it is. Scoring wise, is he doesn't have them tools in his bag anymore where people won't guard him. It was like that in Houston.
Yeah, what do you think of this? I think this is not so much about Harden, but more of a shot at Kyrie, bro. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so that's definitely a shot at Kyrie.
That's a shot at Kyrie.
That is a shot at Kyrie.
Yeah. Oh shit!
I mean, he's gonna play all the games, but
Harden's gonna load manage everybody though. Going to the season, we knew he was gonna load manage everybody. It wasn't like it's not gonna be
going to the season.
82 games.
I already knew everybody's not gonna play 82 games, bro.
Yeah, everybody's not gonna play 82. Yeah.
Oh, hey, and shout out to DC Washington president. I will read 2 little quick things. They were interviewing Day'Ron Sharpe after the game, and he said, James Harden tells me all the time you can make all of your money screening and rolling for him. That's what Harden
trying to get him that bag.
Bro, Harden gets
did Harden find a new screen a new screener? Is that what that was?
Probably. No, Harden gets the big man paid, bro.
I will say tonight, shout out to Universal, Claxton the fourth would have been very helpful tonight. I will say that.
Who?
This is where I think. You mean Wet Burrito?
Who?
Wet Burrito.
God.
This is where Claxton is.
That guy.
Yo.
Nah, I'm being an asshole.
Nah, WC.
No, but seriously, that's what I thought. Yeah, like, Clax would have been great in this fourth quarter tonight.
Exactly.
Like, he really would have been.
This is where Claxton's like this is where his value would have been showed tonight. Like against teams like Phoenix and Milwaukee and Golden State, teams like that just has constant ball movement, exploit off the mismatch. Claxton would come in handy off of that because
let's pause here for a minute though, because I know AJ, like I don't think we've really had, like, we've been clowning, joking.
Yeah, we've been cooking Claxton a lot,
but it's like, and I've said this already, like I love Day'Ron Sharpe, right? Like so for most of my shit that I give AJ, it's because he likes Clax, I like Day'Ron, so there's that fun part about it. But at the same time, like I'm not saying like, because see, the only time I would ever say, and because the Nets Twitter and here and Discord, you see a lot of mixed of trade Clax, don't trade Clax. And my whole thought on this, and I'll kick it to AJ and then we can go around, is that like, I don't think you trade Claxton if you're the Nets at all. If for some reason you already know in your mind that you are not going to pay him the bag next year, then yeah, you try to do something, right? Get something for nothing. But if that is not their intention and they definitely want to re-sign him and don't mind going over and giving him the bag, then yeah, you don't trade him. And hopefully we don't, because I look at having Day'Ron Sharpe and Claxton is just deadly, right? And it'll be interesting to see if going forward that once Claxton's back, if he doesn't get traded before the deadline, it would be interesting to see running Sharpe and Day'Ron. If you're going to experiment and you experimented with, Sharpe and Clax. Like if you experimented with LA and Clax, let me see what Day'Ron and Clax looks like. That shit would be nasty, right? Like, so I'm interested, like, because we do need his perimeter defense, and he is a lockdown guy.
I was gonna say, as much as me and Saint go back and forth, it's like at the end of the day, we need both Day'Ron and Clax. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Sometimes Day'Ron's gonna have those foul troubles. We see Day'Ron have foul troubles a lot. We're gonna need another center to come in. I mean, thank God for Lamarcus, but Lamarcus is not gonna be here forever. He's 37. He could be gone next year. You know, we don't know.
He may have a foot problem.
He may have a foot problem. We don't know. So we're gonna need. Where else can we find a 22-year-old center with Claxton's ability, with his, like, you know what I'm saying, switch guard 1 through 5? Where are we gonna find that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like if we have the opportunity to keep both Day'Ron and Clax, I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to trade Clax. Like, I want to keep both of those young guys.
And then you throw Kessler in that mix. Like, imagine having, whether Day'Ron's in or not, but it's like you have Kessler and Clax with that lockdown defense, like when you need it in the fourth quarter. That's crazy, right? And I think it's a pick and play with either Day'Ron or Clax, and what obviously who you're running at. Like,
you got to be versatile in today's NBA because the NBA is, like I said, you got to be able to adjust, adapt. You don't know, some teams play small, some teams got rebounding bigs. You got to be able to adjust. Being versatile in today's NBA, it's like a must. It's a must. Like, you can't just be a one-dimensional team.
And here's the thing that I like with Kes though, like even though his shots wasn't like falling today, it was all the other things he was doing on the floor to make him valuable to stay on the court. Like, it's not like he's just on the court running cardio. I mean, I said running cardio, running around just doing nothing, just chilling on the court. He was playing defense, grabbing rebounds. He got that steal. He was doing the other things, winning plays. That's what I like about Kes.
Yeah, he did a great job on Bradley. I think I saw him guarding Avicii, the Israeli kid. I don't know his name. Denny. Yeah, he was, like I said, he wasn't effective like offensively, but defensively he took over, and like people didn't watch him defensively. Like he was putting it on Blake. I'm saying
Kessler Edwards, bro. Nah, he basically just told Bruce, bro, like bro, your time is up, bro. Like, it's time for you to get up out of here, bro.
It's up for Bruce, bro. Kessler, Bembry, it's up for him. It's up.
Bruce got me so tired.
And you got Duke Jr. too, just sitting there waiting to get burnt. It's up for Bruce.
We can finally hide Joe Harris on defense when he comes back, bro. Mm-hmm. Even though Joe, he's been hustling, bro, when he was healthy. And I miss his presence, bro, because I'm tired of KD getting double teamed off pick and rolls, and I'm tired of the spacing just being nasty, bro. Like, we miss Joe, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. As much as I criticized Joe last year, like, we really miss his presence, bro. We went from first in the league in 3-point percentage to just pure dirt, bro. Like, we honestly do miss Joe, bro.
Facts. I like to have Joe back. I mean, Patty's doing a good job filling in, but
Patty,
Joe is.
He can only do so much, Patty.
He can only do so much.
He came here to come off the bench and give us good quality minutes. He came here to be a Shamit 8.0, bro.
Yeah. We need Patty's bench points, bro. The bench points is like critical. So like, and when it comes to playoffs, the bench points really, really matter too. So it's like we're gonna need Patty.
Like now you can have Bembry. You could either run Bembry with Joe Harris on the court or Kess with Joe Harris on the court.
Hey, do you want to pivot to Bruce Brown?
Oh, Bruce Brown, yeah.
Do we?
I'm gonna be the last thing.
This is gonna be
I don't
like
like the way
5
you
minutes.
say. Yeah,
This is
why
like
y'all?
a
Why
5
y'all?
minutes.
Why y'all on?
Bro,
I mean,
Bruce Brown, when he,
outside.
oh my god,
What can we say with
thinking about that play?
What can we say?
Why y'all on some minute shit tonight?
Look, when Bruce Brown, when he jumped into the corner on the who was that? Denny Avia, or was that Rui? Or whoever.
It was
when he
Denny,
jumped into that, it was Denny.
It was Denny, yeah.
Yeah, when he jumped into that corner for the Denny 3, bro, I'm like, oh my god, why would you jump, bro? Put your hands
DJ's
up,
calling
bro.
him Doo-Doo Brown.
Why would you jump? Yes, bro, Doo-Doo Brown, bro. Because he's playing like shit water, bro.
I
Like,
wonder.
bro,
I mean, I did think like would it have been better to put in DDJ, but I mean,
Probably
listen,
would have been
Brown
better.
outside of that one foul that ruined AJ's parlay, he was playing good defense, but it just that's all he.
Whoa, why y'all doing it, bro?
Nah, bro. I had to leave it back, bro.
When did you become? Julian
Bruce
doesn't
messed me
want
up
to hate
tonight,
on anybody tonight. Julian's like
Bruce messed my parlay up, bro. I was so pissed, bro.
Why are y'all doing this tonight? Can I ask y'all that?
What do you mean why we doing this?
Why are you sticking up for everybody tonight?
What do you
Why
mean why we
you
doing this?
zooming in on his head like that?
Bro, this is Bruce Brown, bro.
Bro, y'all think Bruce wants
He got
to die?
acne on his forehead. Y'all zooming in on it.
When I zoom, it's not us, man. It was a picture, bro. They took a picture.
And then AJ talking about did Harden have a bad game? Yes or no? Why y'all doing this tonight? Why y'all being a
nasty question.
This is the chat.
Think,
The chat
Bruce Brown
is
wants to bag.
Not playing like that.
Why? And you couldn't even announce if he was going to put the
Brown's
picture
getting
on
a
the
bag of
screen.
shit. He's getting a bag of shit. He ain't getting no bag from us. Especially if you're trying to keep Claxton. Brown ain't getting nothing.
Nah, I would keep Claxton because like, I want Claxton, Aldridge, and Sharp, bro, as our centers going into the playoffs, bro. We could use them for certain matchups, bro. Like, let's say we play the Miami Heat, bro. I would want Claxton starting against Bam, and then
How you feel about me?
Either Sharp or Lamarcus come off the bench to guard Deadman. To just give them some versatility.
Keep the versatility. What is Deadman doing with Lamarcus?
Oh shit!
What is Deadman doing with Lamarcus? Deadman is
can't guard him.
What is he doing with Lamarcus if he's
gonna hold him to 0?
Wait,
I got another poll for you, bro. I got another poll for you because I think the overall writing thing.
All right, don't do it, man.
No, this is a good poll. No, this is a good poll because
it's a spicy chat tonight.
Once Clax is back, whenever that may be, your starting centers. Who are we going starting center? Because for a while there, we were not happy with Clax, and Sharp just wasn't even on the radar to get play. So we were like, start LA.
Sharp getting some love.
Then Clax comes back after his Hukamano making out session.
Someone needs to make a Where's Waldo type team.
And then he goes on a tear, and we're happy, and he's the starter. But then Wet Burrito, as Chubb says, is back out. And now Sharp gets there, and Sharp is like, you got to give the man his. So.
And then Lamarcus goes out with his sore foot and comes back and starts balling. So it's like
the starting center.
The center rotation is up, bro. I don't know.
I feel like that rotation won't be consistent.
Who's the starting center after everybody's back healthy?
I feel like it won't be consistent ever because I feel like it depends against certain matchups, bro. We're gonna start each of them like.
But I could make the argument that you could start one of them more consistently than the others. I agree with you. I agree with you on certain matchups changing it up.
Who's our universal center? Like our universal default center.
Put that poll up, AJ.
Damn, that's a tough question. That's a tough question.
That's it. That at starting center when everybody's healthy.
It's no wrong answer, bro.
Like put it this way, like you got an old man, a stick bug, and a rookie.
The disrespect is off the charts tonight. That's
crazy.
A stick bug.
Yo, Julian. Like I said, this chat is the spiciest. This might be the top 5 spicy stream. Like,
this man Claxton, like he's either made of wet bread or he's a roasted marshmallow, bro. It's just you
Claxton
can't
getting hit with left and right.
You said a stick bug, though. That's disgusting.
He is a stick bug. Look,
y'all ever seen a stick bug?
Yeah.
Who in chat seen it? Who in chat, like, it literally looked like a stick, but it really is a living creature.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean,
it is.
It's called a stick bug.
I've never seen one. I've never seen one in real life, though.
It's actually a stick bug.
I never seen one in real life. Like, I've always seen them like on TV.
That shit nasty because it really looked like a little stick on the floor. You
I feel like that would scare me. Like if I saw that and I'd be like, oh shit. Like,
KD.
That's what Nick.
Yo, guys.
Wait. Are you saying this is Claxton? Is that what you saying?
Yeah, look at Claxton.
That's Claxton, bro. That's definitely
That's Claxton at the club, bro.
Y'all going crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's definitely Claxton, bro.
Oh, that's
this stream, bro. I can't support this stream, bro. I can't support this stream. Tonight has been unruly. Tonight has been unruly.
That shit was kind of thick for a bug.
Chubbs, we're gonna have so much fun on Twitch.
Tonight has been unruly.
For a bug. Wait for a bug.
Plug in that Twitch though, bro. Plug in that Twitch.
Okay, so I think we forgot. We were gonna do it last night, but if you like some of the stupidity that like Chubbs and I and some other people are doing, like we're gonna do a Twitch show where we're just it's gonna be Clown Central, bro.
If you're on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch too, man. Like I said, it's gonna be the unrestricted. It's gonna be the and it's just gonna be more than basketball. I just want to make sure, like, it's not gonna be just basketball. Like I said,
dude,
music, other topics.
Let me see if I can find that I actually logged into it. But like,
we talk music, rap, whatever y'all want to talk about on that Twitch.
It's definitely gonna be like no sensitivity. Like if you're sensitive, like you probably shouldn't tune in.
Twitch, Twitch is when we go like unleash.
Like everybody's getting flamed. Everybody's getting flamed, bro.
So make sure if you have a Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch.
We'll set it out there soon, and
yeah. I think it's more so like, what are we gonna do with the stream that's kind of holding it up? Because I don't know.
We're trying to have some content, because it may just be getting on talking. We're trying to just have something to bring other than just us talking.
Yeah. Shout out to Randy Hunter. Thank you for the super chat, bro.
I wanted to ask y'all a question. What games are y'all looking forward to, like watching this for the rest of the season? For us,
it's tough.
Since Katie is out, I'm dubbing the Warriors Suns. I'm dubbing that.
So you're dubbing that,
bro.
You think we're gonna lose those games?
I'm not gonna say we're gonna lose, but it's like without the big three, like that was the whole appeal. Like the big three versus all the contenders we lost against. So it's just like
respect Kyrie and Harden like that.
I want to see KD, but we're never gonna see KD versus Bron again, bro. Like I keep.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like,
damn, bro.
Because it's like we were all hyped. The big three was gonna go on that road trip. Now it's like it sucked the fun out of the whole.
But we got a game March 31st against the Bucks. Maybe if we can get the big three against that team.
Hopefully KD's back by then, bro. Because we never seen the big three against the Bucks, bro. That's the crazy part. Never.
We
never seen the Bucks
really crazy. Like, bro, the first game in the playoffs, the first minute, bro, Harden win that. The basketball guys. I just realized that, bro. Them basketball guys be really looking out for them Bucks, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I saw KD go down, when KD went down, and they said he was out for I was super excited for this 9-game stretch. Like this was what we've been waiting for. Everybody's been healthy. Kyrie was back. KD's good. Harden's there. Like everything. It was like, and it was because to me it was going to be the statement stretch of games, right? Because you start out against some okay teams. I thought we were going to go like 4-0 on this trip. And then we get to the good teams on this. We go home. We play the Lakers. We play the Nuggets, which I low key might be a loss now. And the Lakers. That's going to be interesting to see. And then you go on that road trip, and I thought that was going to be like, did you all forget who we have on our team statement? And I feel like they would have been talking about the Nets, like, sorry y'all, once they get Kyrie back full time, like it's done. It's a wrap, but. And we could easily, and this is the other frustrating thing. If you look at the standings, and you look at how close we are a half game behind Miami and Chicago for first.
Yeah, it's like
and
a three-way tie.
And then Philadelphia is only 2 games behind us, as well as Milwaukee and as well as Cleveland. We could very much see ourselves dropping down to the 5 on this road trip. Like I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping we stay 5 of 4 on these road trips.
I hope
the
we
other
go over
teams
500.
lose, but we could easily drop down. Like
we could, but I doubt it. I think
because it's so close.
Let me read the super chat. Thank you, Randy Hunter. I forgot to read the super chat. He said I would like to see the muscle start sharp.
What are you talking about?
And then I'm going back to the
center starting.
The starting center. Yeah, put the poll up. So 68 votes. Dayron Sharp is leading the votes with 61%. Lamarcus. Right. Nick Claxton's in second place, and Lamarcus in third place. So far.
But to answer your question, Ka, which I think this away game does match the timetable. Probably March 10th versus the Sixers. I feel like that's going to be a spicy game.
Oh yeah, like, but we need KD back for that game. We need KD back.
Nah, but it matches the timeline. I think KD will be back.
For which game? Which game?
On March 10th, Sixers. Because I think he's done for the rest of here to February. I think he's just they're gonna just
definitely
play.
Not coming back in January.
The Nets. I know how the Nets are. They're gonna hold them till like late February. I think maybe early March.
No, but that would be more than the time frame they gave.
I know because it's the Nets, bro. You know how they are, bro.
They ain't that.
The ramp up, the ramp up, the cautiousness.
Kyrie's back. I mean, KD's back early February.
You think so?
Early February,
not like mid to early February. No, he ain't going to the end of February. There's no way.
You think so?
That would be less than a month, though. That's less than a month.
I'd say probably after All-Star break. That's
it's
probably
the 20th, right? It's the
20th. I said February 24th. I'm gonna go
4 weeks. It said 4 to 6 weeks, so 4 weeks would be.
Because he got hurt what day?
I forgot what day he got hurt.
Probably last week, definitely Saturday. So
Saturday, yeah.
Yo,
it's the 19th now, so probably around.
You know it's crazy. Like
it'll be like the 20th around in February, around the
20th. Hopefully mid February.
And that's a month,
somewhere around there.
That's
the earliest, but I think they're just gonna say, you know what, rest of this February rehab and ramp up, and March, April.
He got hurt the Pelicans game. That's on a Saturday, January 15th.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys hit that like button for us. Get us to over 100 likes, and also put in your questions in the chat. This is a say whatever segment, so just ask any questions y'all have. Put @Saint in the chat, and we'll answer any questions y'all have. So just put your questions up.
We still don't. Okay. Just so we can kill some rumors. The fine thing has been debunked. That is not going to happen. The fine thing is not happening, because if that was the case and that's all it was, that shit probably would have been happened by now. If you were living under a rock and you didn't see the interview with Kyrie after one of the last games we had, Kyrie pretty much came out and said, I am not getting vaccinated, even though we all kind of knew that. He actually came out the most definitive he's ever been and said, I've made my decision. I'm standing on it. So from what other people have talked about, the only avenue that he plays at home is if the mandates change, which none of us believe that's happening. Only really leaves the exemption possibility, but I still have not seen enough information on the exemption that if a doctor grants him an exemption, whether the city and the NBA will honor that exemption. That is going to be the
I mean, like I said, we've heard our sources are telling us that there's Kyrie is going to be full time, but like I said, everything's up in the air. We're not totally sure.
That boy said our sources.
Our sources, you know what I'm saying? No sources.
You trying to sound cute? That's crazy.
There is words that behind the scenes something is trying to be worked out. What that may be, I have no idea.
Actually, I think that was reported though. Like they said that the Nets were trying to figure something out to get.
But
Kyrie
I just don't see
money talks.
Yes, but I also don't see a special treatment thing, because the way I don't care what anybody says. It's one thing to let him come back and play half games, but it's another thing to give that man, just him, some kind of exemption that without the Nets taking some serious, and as pro-vaccine as the Nets have been, I don't know, man. I'm not sold on that yet, where the Nets themselves are just like throw caution to the wind and don't really care and just get some favoritism exemption. I don't know, man. I don't know how that plays out, to be honest.
And you gotta look at the domino effect. If Kyrie gets the exemption, then a ton of other athletes are gonna be like, "Yo, like,
where's mine?
Yeah, where's mine? How come he get it, but I don't?" It's like, it's just gonna be a domino effect.
I'm gonna start reading some of the questions.
Yeah, questions. There's a lot of questions coming in, bro.
Yeah, Yvonne, what seed will we be at the time of KD comes back?
3, 2, 3.
I'm gonna go with 2 or 3. Yeah.
Actually,
what are we right now? We're 2 right now.
We're 3.
We're 3 right now.
But I just read the standings. Like, it's literally the top 5 teams are separated by 2.5 games at most.
Do ESPN because they're in real time update.
I have this is legit. Like, like Brooklyn Brooklyn is a half a game behind Chicago and Miami. Philly, Milwaukee, and Cleveland are 2.5 games behind Chicago. And they're only 2 behind us. And then Charlotte's there at 4. So the top 5 to 6 is super tight. And depending, that second road trip is what we have to be concerned about. We could very easily it depends, right? Like, the more we're away, the better of a chance we have to stay within that. I think we're going to be 4 about when KD comes back. I honestly
I'm going with 3. I'm going with 3.
I think we're going to be at 4 in my opinion.
3 or 4 I'm going with 3.
Shout out to WTM. He said, "Do you see small trade before deadline or big trade deadline?" I'll say this and then I'll pass it to AJ. My thought on the trade deadline is, I don't think we need to make major moves, because if everybody was back, we probably wouldn't even really be talking about moves. What I would like to see is move JC to guarantee Kessler. See what you can do with getting rid of Brown for something. And then if the Clax thing, who the hell knows? I don't even want to entertain that. But what I would honestly like to see is, don't trade away your assets. Don't give away any of the rookies, right? Try to move JC, try to move Brown, Clax if you have to. If you're not going to re-sign him, whatever. I don't want that to happen. But I would honestly like to see the Nets utilize one of these trade exemptions, honestly. I'm pretty sure they're going to be active in the buyout market if there's anything. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't think we need anything massive, just little shuffling of players.
Right, but so I ask this: if Eric Gordon, which I think is probably going to be the biggest buyout target, do you think it's a good pickup? Because
it's a good pickup because he has that chemistry with Harden.
I don't think the Nets going to do it.
But
realistically, where does he fit at the moment?
To me, because Sean Marks is not like, he has a history of not making like huge moves at the trade deadline. So that big trade before the deadline, that's not going to happen. The most you'll see, I think, at the trade deadline is going to be like a salary dump, because again, we need Kessler for the playoffs. So that's the biggest thing I see for that trade. The
like
salary dump.
Shuffle moves.
Yeah, like Javon, a salary dump for Javon, and
it would be interesting. You don't think they'll exercise the idea of using the TPE? I mean, if there was a time to do it,
it would be
because
this would be the time. Yeah,
I do think we're going to see, and I do think we're going to get news and see Harris back in like a week or 2. I do feel that. Like, let's not forget Harris is coming back.
Yeah,
I forgot he existed.
But people are expecting like a big trade to like shake up the whole team. Like, there's not going to be no shake up the whole team trade. Like, trade Claxton for and somebody else for like
get Kareem or something. Yeah, I feel you.
It's not gonna be no shake up the
listen, Marks does his shit, but I just don't. I'm with you. I don't see a massive trade. I just see shuffling of like minor players.
Yeah, like a salary dump,
free open a spot, maybe
to open up the roster spot. Yeah.
That's
for Jokic. Yo, I got a question before I go. All right, so let's say that another year and things doesn't work out, right? And let's say Harden, the rumors with Philly, right, are true. Let's say he wants to go to Philly, right? So how would y'all feel about us getting Ben Simmons and Seth Curry, allegedly, if that happens?
I know how I feel
in the sign and trade.
Yeah,
in the sign and trade.
It's the thing that we talked about the other stream, bro, where it's like, if Harden didn't want to stay, and I think that's what brought up, and even Jay brought this up and said he would do it. if you're going to lose Harden and he wants to go there, you have to do a sign and trade.
I would do it too.
You would be a fool. You would be a fool not to take something back, even if it is Ben Simmons.
I would do
even if it is.
He really have to play the 5 though. Like he'd have to really just
who Ben?
Like, yeah.
They wouldn't know how to use Ben. Like I said, put him at the 5 or 4.
I think 5.
And then defensively,
also run the offense.
Imagine KD, Claxton, and Ben. That defense will be different, bro. That defense will be.
And I could even, I mean, and who knows? I mean, and if you throw, I agree. I mean, when you think of the idea of like Claxton, Ben Simmons, maybe a Kessler Edwards, like when you do like make fun of Ben Simmons all you want, like I'm with you there, but defensively and the rebounds that dude could grab. Man,
no, he's like that.
He's like that.
Leave it to him to make a layup. He gonna choke harder than choke.
But he won't need to do that. Though. He won't need to do that though. Because we got Kyrie and KD will take care of the scoring. He don't need to.
Yeah, he'll take care of it.
I hope they tell Ben don't shoot.
All fun and games. So you got to do a post up and he passes out an open dunk. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like I said, he'll have. You know what it is? Ben always needs shooters too. He needs a lot of spacing. Like,
but the dude can
surround him with spacing and shooters. Like he'll be good.
You could also add, he also would be nice at dunking though. Forget layups, but dunking, that dude can dunk.
Oh yeah.
So that you would have a lob target there as well.
Yeah.
Would you say Ben Simmons is basically like Bron but without the scoring?
Bron without a shot.
Bron without the shot. Bron without the shot.
Bron without the everything.
Bron without the shot.
Without everything.
Here's the thing. Ben Simmons can dunk, but if you got to put Trae Young in front of him, he's passing out that, bro. I don't think you understand. He saw Trae Young in front of him, and he was like, "Nah, this is too much," and he has to pass out.
God.
Like I don't think. Just
shout out Jodi. She said okay. She said yes. He said yes.
I don't think we're there. I don't think Harden wants to leave. It all depends on.
The playoffs. We're far away from
I will say this. I am curious to see if Kyrie doesn't play home games the rest of the season into the playoffs and we lose, would he consider leaving? I'm curious to see how that plays out. If we win it, he's staying for sure. I wonder how much his decision is based on whether we win it or not. Because I know nobody's really said anything negative, and if they are frustrated with the Kyrie thing, nobody's speaking on it, right? But I don't know. I think he's staying personally. I think he'll have it here better than anywhere else, in my opinion. But shout out.
Loss is a possibility.
Anything's possible, right?
I've heard people. Possible, though. It is realistic. A lot of things have to go to Philly's way. But realistically, he has a higher chance of winning a ring here than Philly.
Yeah, he does.
He does,
of course.
Yeah. The other little spicy take to that too, if we're talking about the what ifs, the one that I've been hearing floating around is a lot of people are saying they want Kyrie, but they want to give him 1-year deals because they can't trust the max contract shit.
Right.
Yo, Jordan did that 1-year deal.
There's been
1-year deal with Kyrie. What?
What do they mean that he can't trust?
Yes.
Because there is a group of people out there that
he misses
Kyrie misses way too much to be given a max contract.
He usually, if he plays like 85% of the season, to me, I would give you a max. I mean,
but
if you're not going to miss playoff games and you only miss 15% of a regular season, to me, I mean, I would still say you're overall a reliable player, especially if you're not going to miss no playoff game.
So, Julian, I'll ask you this: with what the stunts we've seen Kyrie over these past years, and with Harden, who would you give that $60 million to, Kyrie or Harden?
Right now, that's a hard question, right?
And you got to factor in all the history since
he's not even Kyrie 60 either.
He's not even playing like home games right now, so it's like, I mean, that's kind of obvious.
I'm giving Kyrie like 30.
For all the gripe that we do give Harden at times, you deny that the dude.
But if we're talking about last year, like if he misses like missing 2 weeks, I mean, like, I don't think that's cool, but am I finna like drastically? I wouldn't give him 60, but am I not considering like giving him like a decent max contract? Like, no, like He was still here in the playoffs. We were still busting the Bucks. You know, like at the end of the day, we was good. I wouldn't give him 60,
sign him though. I want to sign. I don't want to lose Kyrie Irving, so I
could see you decreasing it because obviously if you
I'm not going to give him 60 mil though. I'm not going to. I might decrease the pay.
Nah,
but
I'm down with that. Even Michael
at the end of the day, I just want all three playing. I'm tired of this fucking shit just not working because of injury, COVID, taking vacation. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I just want all three playing. I just give me one season where they all play together predominantly most of the season. Then I'll be happy and I won't care. I won't care what money you give anybody. Just give me one season where they're all there playing together consistently. Right?
Damn,
give
60 mil.
Wait, Jay Yardy, you said you're giving Harden 60?
Yeah,
no hesitation?
Isn't that the biggest?
60
I don't think
either
one of them don't deserve 60.
So he's Harden's worth more than KD. You're gonna pay Harden more than KD, Jay Yardy?
Kyrie and Harden aren't even probably worth 50 right now. Wouldn't that be the biggest deal in history? 60 a year?
Yeah, no, he would be the highest paid player.
Oh yeah,
that's more than he's getting paid more than KD, bro.
I would have gave that to KD, bro.
I love
40
Beard.
Is cool.
I love Beard, but that's 60 million, bro.
Not even 50
million is a lot of bread, bro.
No, not even 50.
I think if you pay somebody 60 million, it's a guaranteed trophy, in my opinion. Like if you're gonna pay, it better come with it. But hey, shout out!
I'll give you if he was playing good, I'd give him 40, like 40 something. But
yeah,
shout out to
Tommy.
40.
No, shout out to Tommy B.
Put you above KD.
Yeah, I could. I can't put Kyrie or Harden above KD. Sorry, not going to do it. But shout out to Tommy B. What would you guys do? Think about potentially acquiring a point guard, which would allow Harden to mix it up more and play off the ball with Kai.
Does Harden want to play off ball? Like
he when he's with Kai, he has to at times, but he does. I don't think he does. That's not really Harden's game.
Wait, I don't understand the question. I think
he wants to see if we can acquire a point guard, but I'm saying he said which would allow Harden to mix it up more.
Like Harden played
basically imagine if you had a
basically like what Mike James did last year. Remember when Mike James came in and was like he played the Harden.
Or like a player like Rondo, right? Like just imagine if you had a guy that could just run this, just run it. You're not concerned about him like doing everything else, but somebody that could actually run the offense, pass first point guard, like to free up Harden, so Harden doesn't need to be the point guard.
Yeah, like, that would be like the Mike James Rondo role kind of thing. Like
it would be nice. Like, see, that's where I wish if you could fast forward in a season or two, that's what Zagorowski could do for us.
Okay.
That would be interesting to see. Like if you could fast forward like a season or two, like he looks like a guy that could come run up and like play and like just imagine like he can run the offense and pass to these guys. That would be interesting.
Yeah, somebody said that's what Javon was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Sadly,
shout out to
out.
WTM. What three players can you see being traded before deadline? I'm thinking my first two obviously are JC and Brown, and I think after that I'm hard pressed to like. I wouldn't be surprised if Millsap went somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if Claxton went, but that seems like the obvious one everybody keeps bringing up. But outside of JC and Bruce Brown, I don't know. I'd be surprised if anybody else other than those two got moved. To be honest.
Yeah, JC, Bruce. I'm gonna go JC, Bruce, Paul. That's what I'm gonna go with. Any questions? Any more questions? Oh.
Yeah. I'm scrolling through them. Clutch by clutch. What would be your ideal playoff matchups, first round of finals, and how they would play out?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's a tough question right now.
Yo,
considering how close.
I would like to play the Hornets in the first round. That would be kind of fun. I know we will win, but something to make us a little bit excited, bro. I don't want a boring matchup.
What about the Cavs?
The Cavs, yeah.
If the playoffs started today, we would play the Cavs first round.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the Cavs either. Fully healthy, I wouldn't mind the Cavs. We will win about 5 games.
Fully healthy, I don't give a shit what seed we are and who we play. That's my answer. But if we're not fully healthy, ooh.
But to me, like I want to save like Milwaukee for like the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, because I would like to skip Milwaukee. I want to play them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I feel like that would be better for us.
Here's a good question, Jonathan Fernandez. When Kess is guaranteed, do you want a new two-way, second way, basically a new two-way for somebody? I would want Zagorowski. The other guy I would bring up that if you haven't been paying, I don't know if people pay attention to the Long Island Nets. I want to see some highlights. I'm probably going to look up and look into this guy. But if you haven't been paying attention, there's some dude named God, why do I Randall something? Craig, yeah, dude's been dropping 40-point games, like 30, like he's been lighting it up. I have to look more at him to see how legit he is.
Is he a wing? Or is he a guard?
I believe Craig Rand. Let me look it up.
If he's a wing, then we could possibly replace.
I think he's a guard. To be honest,
he's a guard.
I'll double check. Craig Randall.
Yeah, if if Kes gets guaranteed, the new two-way would probably be, like I said, I would go with either Zagorowski or I'll probably bring up Craig Randall. What about
Craig Randall? Is a 6'5". Let's see. Craig Randall is a 6'5", or well, one saying 6'4", one saying 6'5", so he's definitely a guard. Yeah, he's a guard. He's been averaging in 39 minutes for these guys. He's 25. He's been averaging 28 points, 48% from the field. He's a 0.39. He's a 39% three-point shooter from them down there, so he's at almost close to 40. He's been getting about 5 assists a game, about 5 rebounds a game, 1.1 steal. So, I mean,
yeah. At the end of the day, like if we can't bring the two ways to the playoffs, it probably won't matter who it is. But just to see for the development, I would like to see Zagorowski to see how he plays at NBA level.
Yeah,
just for like.
Shout out, did you read the super chat?
Oh yeah, thank you. Randy Hunter, appreciate super chat, bro. He said, order for James Harden to get to 60 mil. You've got to trade Claxton because you're not going to be able to pay him. That's why the rumor is going around.
Drop that 60 mil.
No, I don't think that's how it works, bro.
Drop that 60 mil shit. First of all, ain't nobody get nobody, bro. Drop that
because the Nets are already salary capped. So we like I said, we're already strapped with the cap.
Where did
we have Claxton since we drafted Claxton. We have his bird right, so we can go over that cap. But we only since Claxton's a restricted free agent, he only has we only can max him out 4 years, 52. With Harden, the 60 mil extension. Like I said, I'm not sure how.
Where does that come from?
The 60 mil.
Yeah, where did that number? Who made that number?
Well, no, if you look at the progression, you break it down. He doesn't start right at 60, but it starts in the 50s and it goes up. By the time like his 3rd and 4th year, I believe he's making 60 mil a year. So he's starting out in 50s, not 40s.
Yeah, it honestly depends on how much Josiah wants to spend, and I don't think to me, the Harden is not worth 60 mil. So that's just to me. I don't know. To Josiah, do you think just Harden? Maybe Josiah thinks Harden's worth 60 mil, but to me, I don't think Harden's worth 60 mil.
Bro, I think Harden looked at KD's contract and is like, oh, okay, if I get something around there relative to that, I'm cool. Like I don't think anybody thinks that they're like worth that. Like if KD isn't worth that, bro, then y'all should be okay with getting something relative to KD. Whether it's
how many years of 60 mil is it too? We gotta look up. Somebody saying look up Harden's extension.
It's 2 years. What I saw, the article that I saw, and then like when you looked at the potential breakdown, somebody can look more into it.
It's 2 years, 60 mil.
2 of the years, I believe, were in the 60s.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Look up Harden's extension contract. Extension.
And next year he's getting 47 mil, but I know the next contract that he signs would start in the 50s, and then I believe by the time it ends, 3rd and 4th year, he's in 60s. My issue with as much as I love having Harden, right? My whole fear about having the big three and just giving these guys, as much as we could argue all day whether somebody's worth that much, not whatever, right? The point is that it chokeholds us for the rest of our team. And that is one of the beautiful things about what Marks did with making those draft picks, right? Like drafting those guys are going to come in just huge, which is why I've seen some people like the latest argument on Twitter was like, do you go all in and just doesn't matter who you trade, like trade Cam, trade I don't care, trade but trade all the rookies to get what we want so we can win now. And it's like I understand that attitude of like anybody's tradable outside of the big three and a win now because we want to win a chip. But at the same time, it's like if you're gonna hold on to 3 players and they're all gonna be making 40+ million a year, like you would be dumb to just decimate what you do have to go forward. And it's like, and then just think of how bad it's going to be where you're trying to fill every year you got to replace 9 more guys, and you're going to be at the scraping.
Let me read what Harden's contract is, though. I'm gonna read Harden's contract because Harden is under contract next year, $47.3 million, but he can opt out of it. He can either choose to opt in and play one more year with the Nets, or he can opt in out and then get that the extension. Now the extension is, we'll just say it says here 4 years, $223 million extension. Mind you, KD got a 4-year, $196 million extension. So that's more than what KD's getting. You know what I'm saying? If he extends with us.
Harden coming here, I thought like he would probably take a pay cut anyway. Like not a huge pay cut, but I mean it's obviously like if you come here where KD and Kyrie are already here and they were kind of the first ones here, I would think that he would like kind of know that like he has to probably take a small pay cut. I don't really think he's tripping about money. I mean, he just came off one of the craziest maxes, and I think it was the second largest max in history on the Rockets. So I don't really think he's tripping.
No, if Harden signs this and opts out and signs this new deal, he will be the highest paid player, just hands down.
Yeah, in the NBA,
Not like,
which I don't agree with, but
let's be honest. If you're offered a chance at $60 million, you're going to get a chance at that $60 million.
You think Harden's gonna take it? He's like, I'm not gonna take the pay cut.
I offered $60 million.
I mean,
that'd be kind of like
he's already rich though, bro. I mean, you never can get too rich. I mean,
get
too much money.
I don't really understand contracts. Could he like leave some of that on the table and then?
Well, he could do what they did down in Miami. They could try to make some team-friendly deals and stuff, but it doesn't look like these guys want to do that as much as
I think that would be fair, like to do that because it's
take a pay cut.
I mean, I would say do that
a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah,
but
KD did that too. KD did that on the Warriors. LeBron and the Miami Heat, big three, they did that. They all took pay cuts.
My whole thing usable is like, listen, I get it. You have the big three. KD's still playing at a high level. But my whole point was that some people are like, yeah, trade all the rookie, get all these players, like just get rid of them all, win the chip now, and then worry about it later. And I'm like, nah, bro. Like it has proven since we've had the big three, there is going to continue to be injury issues, right? That will always be there. And then you have to have the, sorry to say it, but you have to have the what ifs with some players. And then on top of that, it's like if you decimate your whole system just to go for maybe one, and then you have to go in the next year and you just ain't got shit to put on your bench. Like you have the big three, but if you ain't got nothing to put around them, and then you have to go out every year and try to fill in a role, like I'm tired of scraping at the bottom of the barrel. And it's like,
no, we should save everything we can.
If we can keep the big three, like, see, that's the thing. I'm not one of those people that thinks we need to go out and make any massive trades right now, because if all these guys were here, we wouldn't even be talking about trades.
Yeah,
we probably wouldn't even care if JC left because we'd never see him. Right. Like,
hold on. We probably got to read a super chat. Mike Zeri super chat.
Sweet.
He said, did y'all enjoy J Will come at SAS as much as I did? Oh, no, I didn't even see that. Send us the clip. Man. DM me that clip.
Jay
did come at him?
Jay Will took his – because Stephen A. Smith went back in his bag and said it would be bad for basketball if the Nets won this season with the way that they've allowed Kyrie to come back. And then Jay Will went – I didn't hear his rebuttal, but I know he like leaned into the table, took his jacket off, and I think he went –
because he be calling out Stephen A. on his bullshit.
Yeah, I love Jay Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we had Bobby Marks. Yo, we were saying you got to DM Bobby Marks because he knows all of this like cap, what happens with the cap, salary cap stuff. So I wish we can ask him these questions about how's it would work with Claxton extension and everything. You know, like Harden's extension. Bobby Marks, he's like the like he sometimes he'll be on ESPN like whenever they do like the free agent salary cap stuff. He be talking about it.
Let me see if I can. See if
I just wish we could talk to him about this, bro. Maybe.
I can actually, shot one, dude. It allows me to send him a message on Twitter.
It does?
Should I do
it? Just do it, bro. Just DM him and be like, yo.
I'm not too familiar with like a lot of the contractual shit, to be honest.
Yeah, bro. He knows all about like he will break down that contract stuff, but like how like he'll even break down like the luxury tax and everything. Like he'll break down.
Me, I don't give a shit about emailing people. I'll send them an email and see what happens.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
Shout out to you guys though. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I guess we can go Last words, not much.
Tommy B said he's a capologist.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's a real practice. That's a real study.
That's funny. He said capologist.
So tomorrow we have a back-to-back. We play tomorrow, correct?
Away game?
Yeah. I think we do, right?
Do we?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
I think it is. I think.
No, we don't. We don't play tomorrow. We play Friday. We play the San Antonio, which I think that's a W.
Friday in San Antonio.
10 of our next 12 is going to be away games, so we'll have Kyrie pretty much
And then we're off, and then Sunday we finish our road trip at Minnesota. That's going to be a tough game, I think.
So tomorrow is it away game tomorrow?
Tomorrow is off. Friday we play the Spurs. Then we have a game off, and we play then a day off again. And then on Sunday on the 23rd we play Minnesota at home. At their home, and then I think we skip another day. The 25th, we play the Lakers at home, and then the 26th, the very next day, we play Denver. So those could, I don't know if back to back. That's going to be with just Harden, no KD. Low key, bro. Those could both be L's, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold you. I think
he said Katie got his money before Harden. Harden got 2 big contracts on the Rockets, 55 years, 78, and 4 years. Damn, Harden was getting paid by the Rockets.
He got a record-breaking.
This will be his last big contract, bro. I still don't want to give him 60. I still don't want to give him 60 a year, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I'm not saying I want to keep Harden, obviously, but I don't want to give him 60 million a year.
I mean, that's not necessarily disrespectful to say you don't want to give him 60. I mean, bro, that's like for best player in the world.
That's best player in the league, bro.
Yeah,
highest paid player in
the league.
There we go. Do you think Harden's the highest should be the highest paid player in the league?
I don't. Listen, I like Harden. I'd love to keep Harden, but to go up into the 50s to the 60s, it's like, bro.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
And we don't even know what Kyrie finna do.
Age is like, don't worry. You don't. Age said, don't worry, AJ. You don't have to give him all that.
I don't have to give him any money.
It's what it does to the team, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to ask Bobby Marks, like, what's going to happen to the Nets if we do that? Like, what's going to happen to our cap?
We want to have good pieces.
You still, and that's the thing.
You still ain't even extended Kyrie yet. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, that's the problem,
right? And then on top of that, bro, like, what kind of quality team do you want to put around these dudes? Like, let's be honest, bro. Like, that's what's crazy about all this, man, is like, what kind of shit do you want to I don't know, dude. Nobody.
That's what I want to ask. Well, I want to ask these questions, like, what happens to our salary cap if we do that with Harden, bro? Because that's a lot of money.
It's fucked.
Like, Joe Tsai is already.
And then you're gonna turn around and give Kyrie. And then you're gonna turn around and give Kyrie, because Kyrie, doesn't he have a chance to opt out next year too?
Yeah, he can do the same thing.
So you could potentially be facing Kyrie and Harden signings in the offseason.
Josiah is screwed.
Yeah, so as soon as,
and then people have the nerve to say that Josiah's cheap. That's the other dumb shit that I've been saying.
Josiah's cheap.
Like, people are calling him cheap because of how he handled the Dinwiddie trade, and how he also dealt with DeAndre. But the people that we was talking with Jay about this, the thing with the DeAndre trade was, we were taking a chance on Siku being the guy that we wanted at the 4. Like, we were taking a swing on looking at Siku potentially being that 4 project. Like, that he fit the size, he fit the bill, but he didn't work for us. We swung and we missed on that one. We all thought he was going to stick around. I thought he was going to be good, and they let him go. And they obviously wouldn't have let him go if they saw something there. But then some people are like, oh, well, that trade was terrible. They shouldn't have done this. He's cheap. The Dinwiddie one, I'm a little annoyed with. I do wish we would have. I don't know if it's because
I see both sides of the argument.
Or if, like, I look at it, also allowed us to stay flexible. Yeah. But on the same token, if you were giving me back Kuzma and KCP, like, I wouldn't have been mad at that.
Yeah. And people are saying because like he could have like maxed out Dinwiddie, and Dinwiddie had a little crazy max too. Like his max out was a little crazy
how
too.
was Harden worth more than Kyrie, and Kyrie got like the most popping shoe line? That's weird to me. What is Harden?
How was Harden worth more than KD? That's what I'm mad about.
No, KD's worth.
I'm not gonna lie. Harden's got some ugly ass shoes, bro.
Oh damn.
Yeah. No, KD is worth more. He's worth more than Harden. That's weird. I wouldn't expect that. I would think Kyrie and it would be Kyrie and KD number 1 and 2.
You Harden stands got to admit Harden got some ugly ass shoe deals.
Them shits, I know. You
got to admit that. At least keep it 100 about Harden's shoes, man. His shoes is ugly as fuck.
That's probably from his contract.
It's not that bad. It's
probably from his contracts. I think
he don't got the worst in the league, but it's bad. It's bad.
He
don't got the worst shoes in the league.
Y'all remember when Steph put out them sketches? Y'all remember that?
I ain't taking that back. Harden got some ugly ass shoes.
The Under Armour, Steph got the Under Armour.
Some uglies, man. Harden got some ugly, man. Ugly shoes, man.
Those are like some 2K shoes that are all like pixelated, and you can't really tell if they're good or not.
Oh no,
from afar.
Damn, look at the last words in man.
But his newer ones are actually not that bad. It's the older
ones he wore tonight. The ones he wore tonight look decent.
It's what year is that? There's ones that just look all choppy, but there's ones that he has. I guess the 5s are not bad, depending on what they look like. His Harden 5s don't look bad.
Shout out Harden too. He just dropped his fragrance. So
yeah,
Harden. Congrats on that.
It's called Smoothie.
Yeah, Harden changed the name.
Let me look up this.
Nah, it's called. I think it's Defy. I think that's what it's called.
It's called Smoothie, bro.
Smoothie.
That is the most default name if it's called Defy.
Defy. Yeah, it is called Defy. I think,
that shit is default as fuck. Harden, you gotta do better than that.
Defy.
Yeah,
oh God,
it's called Defy.
It's called Defy. Like. What do you think Harden fragrance smells like?
A honey bun.
Yo, we ended the stream, yo. I'm out of here, bro.
No, wait. We didn't do our last words.
Bro said the
Harden fragrance is a honey bun. Cinnamon fragrance. Cinnamon fragrance. Cinnamon bun fragrance, bro. I'm done. This is getting out of control. This stream was unruly tonight, bro. This stream was unruly, bro.
It was great tonight. I loved it. I love it.
Nest After Dark. It's not Nest After Dark yet. It's on midnight. When it's midnight, that's when it's Nest After Dark.
We can't let it get there.
Yeah. Somebody said how long you guys streaming for?
Jay gonna pop in like right at the last minute, bro. Watch.
You hit him up?
Yeah, I just sent him a link. See if he can come. But if he doesn't, that's cool.
How long you guys streaming for? Oh, well, if you actually hover over the video, you'll actually see how long like that we've been streaming for. So
yeah, we're about a minute 46 in. I will say this just to give. There's about 160.
What is your name?
There are some changes. There are some changes that are going to be coming, and we're going to be tightening up the show lengths. And then we might opt for, like, if we want to continue just like talking shit, we might, go over to Twitch and just kind of continue there, just depending on what game it is. Not like after every game, but we're going to try and tighten up the time a little bit. We don't want to be doing these 3-hour streams, even though it's incredible that a lot of you guys stick around pretty heavy from beginning.
I'd be shocked if you'll be in here for 3 hours, bro. I'd be like, damn.
Well, dude, I woke up the other day and nothing was going on, and you saw I did a Spaces. And like,
oh yeah, we did the 4 hours. Oh, me and Say,
I did it, dude. I woke up, dude.
Yeah, me and Say did a 4 hours Spaces.
It was
Say's idea. I just hopped in and it was like 4 hours. I'm like, what?
I started it at like 10 o'clock or some shit, and then I look up and it's almost 3 o'clock. I was like, holy! I was like, but it went, dude. It was lit. It was lit. Like people were DMing me like, "Yo, thanks for doing this." Like, got me through work. But there were like heads in there for like 4 hours, and we were just talking about everything. It was fun.
Yeah, you know what I realized? Because people do listen to us when they're at work. Like, because I do the same thing. Like when I'm at work, I listen to podcasts or I listen to things like to take the time away. So I feel like that's what people do.
And we will be ripping the audio soon and making it a podcast. That is coming also down the pipeline.
That's coming. So you can you don't have to keep the video up and keep watching us.
Hey, Chad, I want y'all to know that AJ worked for the streets. Don't let him fool y'all.
He said I work for the streets. The streets employed me.
Hey, Beaker wants to know how tall you are, bro.
You trying to play me 1-on-1, bro? I'm 6'4".
So he's
he's
like a mid. He's a small like NBA player.
I'm like,
you get body in there, dude.
You know, people got to add 3 inches. He's 6'1".
Nah, no. I'm 6'4".
Pepe's like, boo, tomatoes. We want 3 hours.
We want 3 hours.
No, I'm telling you, dude. I bet you if you put a poll up right now and said 3 hours or end now, motherfuckers be hitting 3 hours.
I mean, everybody, all the subscribers we have right now are off of doing shit for like 2 or 3 hours. They like that shit. There's always going to be an audience for that.
The longest stream we had was the draft one, and that was
maybe we can
5
do
hours.
Pro Jeff called you a smaller Jeff Green.
Small Jeff Green.
Oh no, that's pretty good.
Here we go. Goes, damn, Jew, you ain't right. 6'1".
6'1". Nah, I'm 6'4", bro. At the most, like without shoes, I'm like 6'3 3/4".
Like with some Tim's on, you 6'4". I feel
I don't know about Tim's.
Yeah, with Tim's
on.
On,
let's end this debate right now. Who would win, Kyrie or Jordan? Kyrie would smoke
All right,
Jordan.
I'm out of here, bro.
Nah, dude, don't even.
Wait. So wait. Think about it. Think about what Allen Iverson did to him.
Huh?
Kyrie can't drop. Kyrie, wait. Kyrie can't give a bucket to Michael Jordan.
I'm sure he can. But...
No. He'll get a bucket on MJ. Yeah, he would.
If they play, listen. If they play 10 1v1s, Kyrie can't win.
But he's saying he would smoke MJ. I don't agree with
he
that,
wouldn't
bro.
smoke AJ.
No,
I think that would
I mean, well.
No. That would be a close game, bro. Come on, stop it. Stop it.
All right. Yeah,
stop it.
You're right.
That's ridiculous. Kyrie,
but if Kyrie burns some saves, that's different. That's a different form, you know.
Kyrie definitely would put MJ in a blender a couple times. I could see that with some of his spin moves but the one thing that I would give MJ is he does have underrated defense, dude. Where
he's a top 10 defender.
Yeah, people obviously look at the offense, but MJ is a great defender. It would be a close game. I think it would be a close game, but MJ is too tall for Kyrie. That is for sure.
You know, MJ got the highest vertical in NBA history, 48.
Yeah, you would basically remember that free throw line dunk. Like just imagine Kyrie under him. When MJ flies.
Oh no, Kyrie wouldn't get dunked on because he's too good.
MJ would dunk on Kyrie.
Nah.
Kyrie would dunk all over Kyrie. Whatever.
Devon Carter versus Michael
see
Jordan.
Kyrie dunking on MJ. That's what I could see in my head. That's what I see.
Kyrie ain't dunking on Jordan. Stop it.
Kyrie secretly has like a 40-inch vertical, but he just doesn't show it.
Nah, it's crazy, bro.
Kyrie can go under MJ legs for a bucket. Facts.
This is troll hours, bro. This is troll hours. I'm literally seeing Devon Carter versus Michael Jordan, and this is troll hours, bro.
Nah, in my opinion, it comes down to 2 things: who gets the ball first and who misses first. Those whoever gets ball first, low key dictates the.
I'm telling you, if they play 10 games, Jordan would win 8 of them because he's efficient as fuck,
bro.
And his
it really comes down to who misses first, honestly. Whoever gets ball first, whoever misses first, it's
because they're both they're both mad efficient from the mid range. So you know that's a good match. That's an underrated matchup.
Cake Spoo, next stream I will sage the kingdom. Next stream,
I remember when you did that stage stream. I remember.
Yeah, we probably do need one.
Yeah,
I'm a little afraid of those home games, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's my last words. I'm afraid of the home games. That's my last words. I'm afraid of the home games.
I'm afraid of the home games too, bro.
That's 2 L's right there, dude.
Harden Dolo with the rookies and Patty and damn.
And it depends if you get depending on what Harden you get. I don't know. That's scary, bro.
That's my last word. That's my last words. I'm afraid of home games.
I'm afraid of home games.
Go ahead, Julia. Last word.
If Kyrie and Michael Jordan play 2 games, at age I know he's 6'6". I know about the vertical. If they play 10 games, Kyrie is winning at least 1 or 2, and that's just a fact. It is what it is. Because if AI can break his ankles, Kyrie can break his ankles better. If AI can hit the shot, Kyrie can hit the shot better. He's more efficient than AI, so stop playing. You know, that's it.
AJ, Yvonne wants to know how your ladies are.
Oh,
you talking about the streets? Don't ask them about the streets.
Oh man, I'm in I'm right now. I'm in the off season. I'm rebuilding the roster, so I had to.
You're not committed. You're not committed.
Boy, you a weak ass.
I'm in a rebuild, bro. I'm in a rebuild right now.
He's in the rebuild.
LGN.
That's funny.
I lost a lot of girls.
You lost all your assets because you were LGN.
I lost the assets because I was here on the string for so long. Girls would call me and get tired. I'm not spending enough time with them. You know how
they ain't the right one. Then they ain't the right one.
You're not spending enough time with me. All you do is stream and watch Nets basketball, and you never want to answer your phone. You know how they be like.
L boyfriend.
Do they sound like that? Is that how they sound?
You don't do is stream. You don't do is playing basketball. You know how they are. So I had to be in a rebuild. I'm in rebuild mode.
AJ, if you date a girl that sounds like that, if that's how she sounds, bro, get later.
Yeah, later. I'm gonna disappear. You know what I'm saying? But
Abracadabra.
All right, man.
Charles, you didn't get your last word in?
I got finessed in fantasy.
Damn, bro.
No. Nah, you know it's like the only time I got finessed because like I really got lucky with a lot of the trades I did. I really shouldn't go into detail like how
you get finessed just really quick, okay. Just like 3 sentences like this.
Be honest, you traded Kyrie, didn't you?
No. If anything, no one picked up Kyrie in like my fantasy. Like
is that shade? Is that you trying to be funny?
Nah, I'm being like no one really picked him up.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound so hurt from that. But like so like at the start of like the fantasy season, I managed to trade LeBron. I traded LeBron and got CP3 and Westbrook. And then I managed to flip. Then I managed to flip Westbrook for D-Book and DeRozan. I don't know how I finessed that.
Traded
LeBron. That's impressive.
I don't know how I flipped Westbrook.
Must have been a Laker.
I don't know how. No,
you deserve to go 0-82, bro.
Cancel
throw the whole season away.
But here, I managed to flip Westbrook for DeRozan and fucking D-Book. So like. It kind of worked out. But here's how I got finessed. So, like, D-Book was low-key selling me in fantasy. So I'm like, screw it. Let me just trade him now because I don't even think he's going to get back into that bag, especially with injuries. So the deal was CP3 and DeRozan for D-Mitch and Damian Lillard.
Wow.
I was like, I took the deal. The minute I took the deal, they announced Damian Lillard as undergoing season-ending surgery.
Damn.
So in retrospect, I gave away DeRozan and CP3 for Dame. Not even just D-Mitch, just D-Mitch.
That was bad. Yeah,
that's bad, bro.
Nah, you are bad.
Damn,
Age. Here's the thing, though.
Thank God you're not our GM, bro.
But here's the thing. I managed to keep D-Book and I managed to keep Klay Thompson. So I guess it worked out.
Hey, real quick, a little breaking news. Kyle Kuzma sounding off on Nets assistant coach David Vanderpool interfering with a ball in play with the red.
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
He said that in the post game?
He said that was horseshit. Coaches here, maybe I can. Well, no.
Oh, he called him out in the post game?
Here, let me here. Watch this. Let me pull it up and I'll play the audio before we go. But he's whining like a little bitch right now.
Is it from Jer?
JER? Nets videos. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I can find it right now. Give me 1 second.
This is fair use. Nets videos. Don't copyright me.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
No, you can play it. It's fair use. It's fair use.
Okay, hold on.
Don't do it, Adam.
Here.
Just because of the crazy ending, the fact that you guys were right there and you got to play where the assistant coaches deflecting the ball and everything like that. Is this one of the ones you can live with?
Oh, I mean, that was also horseshit too. I mean,
who the fuck says horseshit?
Coaches should not be able to stand up. I mean, I get it if it's under 2 minutes. I mean, everybody in the league stands up, but I feel like it was like 3:50 on the clock. You're standing up. You got Steve Nash blocking the rest of you. You can't see shit. I mean, I don't know what.
No, he didn't touch the ball.
Shut up, Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah,
no, it's crazy.
He didn't.
Steve Nash standing in the corner.
He didn't intentionally. You know what Clay's talking about, right? He didn't. The coach didn't intentionally touch the ball, but the ball did.
It hit his hand. Yeah, I didn't even see it when in full fast play. I didn't see it.
And remember the other one where Kuzma thought the ball went out of bounds and Kessler got the ball and never touched out of bounds, and then he was like, they were whining about that.
Nah,
Al Max said Kuzma reminds me of Claxton.
Nah, but saying that was when like the coach touched the ball.
I didn't see that.
The second angle, it showed like Vanderpool, he touched the ball. So
it wasn't intentional on his part though.
No, it wasn't intentional though.
Yeah,
but we
did.
It was
like he was just excited and like you could tell he didn't really notice it.
When they slow-moed it, I saw it, but when in fast motion, I didn't see anything.
No, I didn't see that shit. I thought he turned that shit over like a sped.
Yeah,
he crying.
I was like, "Ooh, it's playoff Kuz." Yes, sir.
Playoff Kuz.
But no. Well, and listen, he also
he's gonna get fined for that too, though. Right?
He fouled Kyrie because he thought the ball went out of bounds and it didn't. So that's on you.
If he don't get fined for that, he's got to get fined for that because I remember they fined KD for using like foul language. Like he's gonna get fined, and he's talking about the refs. He's gonna get fined.
That's lame that you can't talk about the refs. Like
you can't talk about the refs. The NBA will be like fine.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
We gonna see y'all. We gonna see y'all what day?
Friday against the Spurs.
Yeah. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out.
Touch that like button.
Follow us on our socials.
Follow us.
Nets Kingdom AJ Twitter, Saint Net 1 Twitter, Nets Rage, Chubbs Nets, and on Instagram Nets Kingdom 711. Make sure you guys hit that.
I'm gonna have one soon, y'all. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have.
Oh, you make it a Twitter, bro? Oh.
And I want everybody to have the Nets sign on their shit. That's what I want.
So Julian's gonna make a Twitter. Most of Julian's drop Julian before we go. Drop Julian's Twitter handle in the chat.
Please.
What's Julian's Twitter handle in the chat? Drop
for real, help me because I don't be knowing, bro.
If we find a good one, then we'll end the stream on that.
I'll really use it. I swear to God.
Yeah.
So, okay. Are we taking Julian hand? Yeah. Drop your Julian handles.
Yeah. Drop your Julian handles. Then we'll get out of here. So in case we said, what a crybaby Kuz. Facts. He was crying. He just mad because he lost. Steve Nash is standing in the corner. I couldn't see. Like, come on, bro.
Who says that's horse? Who says horse shit? Like, that's weird, bro.
That was horse shit. That's what it should have been sounding like.
Why was he so mad, bro? Like, you lost the game, bro. And you missed that three. He had an opportunity to tie it or go up. You had a shot.
Yeah,
you missed the shot,
and he turned the ball over.
And you turned the ball over. So how you gonna cry about the Vanderpool? You missed the shot. If you made the shot, you wouldn't have been talking about Vanderpool.
Jude, aka
Jude a Kafool?
No, he said Jude the Kai fool. Like I'm a fool for Kyrie.
Okay.
I don't think that's accurate.
It's like he might have called you a meat gazer there or something.
Whoa, Juju. I'm pretty sure Juju is taken, bro. Juju is taken.
Oh yeah, for the NFL player, yeah, that's probably taken.
Yeah, Juju was taken. There's mad Jujus. Juju on the Nets. Oh, okay.
Oh hell yeah, that's pretty sick.
Juju on the Nets. Are you gonna end on that, or we wait for another one?
Juju on the Nets.
Wait, like a little bit.
Wait for another. Wait for another one.
30 seconds, yeah. 30 seconds.
Wait for another one. Juju on the Nets.
Maybe we need to do this like the next time because it's a little dead right now because we about to get off. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep. I ain't got shit to do. I'm gonna be wide awake.
Yeah.
Bye, Donna.
Yeah.
Bye, Yvonne.
Juju from BK.
Juju from
I like that one.
Yeah.
All right, that's a perfect one to end on. Juju from
got
BK.
an alligator.
Juvax. What the fuck is that?
Juju from
Juvax.
Juvax. All right, that one is crazy.
Junette's Jew.
We gonna see how.
Oh, look at Cake's boo. Jew Gator.
Jujutsu. I like
Jew Gator.
Jew Gator.
Juju riding. Hey, Nickel. Hey, don't play with me like that.
Which one do you like, Julian? Juju riding Kai Me Too? Oh, nah. That's
crazy. Someone said Jew Macron.
Hey.
Yo, that's fire.
Why y'all?
They getting crazy. See, the chat never lets me down, bro.
Y'all was just chill. Now y'all want to have names.
Jew Macron is fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's funny, bro.
Jew Macron is fire.
Juju box, Juju B.
Juju from BK.
Juju from BK. Jay probably got that trademark. Jew Harden and Little Baby. What the fuck?
They just added everything.
No, wait. He said Juvon Carter.
Julian, that's using it. Julian, that's using
it. Yo, these are write these down, bro, because these is the chat's on fire right now, bro. Julian from South.
He said Juvon Carter.
Juvon Carter. Oh my god.
Hey, that was fire.
Juju on the beat. Juju beat.
Florida.
Oh
nah, these is
dude.
I'm
sorry.
Nah, Julian. I got one.
Jiu-jitsu. Ooh,
that's a foul, but not Julian, right? Like Juwana man.
Oh damn!
Juwana
you
man.
basically called him you called him a transvestite, bro.
Juwana man.
Yeah, just trying to say.
Jumbo Jet Shorty. What? Isaac was back.
The man said Juwan.
Jumbo.
Juwana man was hooping, bro. That's a compliment.
Juwan.
Ju are you? Ju are
you?
Here we go.
Juwana Nets.
Juwana Nets. That's right. There it is. There it is. Juwana Nets.
That might be the one.
Juvon Carter, Juwana Nets, and what's the other one?
Started sliding that
Jumacron. Those are top. That's top. That's a top three. We'll take those as top three.
Juvon
Carter, Jumacron, and Juwana Nets.
I like jujitsu too. I like that.
Jujitsu.
I like that.
I feel like that one may take me.
That wasn't too bad.
Jumacron is.
Who said? Wait, somebody said Jew Gator.
Yeah,
Jew Gator. Jew Gator's a good one too.
Who disrespected me like that?
Said
Who disrespected me like that? No, I'm scrolling back up. Who disrespected me like that? Nobody said.
Who did?
He said I'm scrolling back up.
No, I'm scrolling back up. Who said that?
Yeah,
y'all lying? No,
No, Cakes.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Why would you say something with a gator in it? There's no gators where I live at, so I don't understand that.
All right, I'm out of here. Somebody said Jew chop cheese.
Oh my god! All right, Sean.
How about Jew change your
Jew pushing P?
No. What's the
Jew pushing P?
That's actually tough. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Eric Christie got the bars.
Hey,
bro.
how about Jew change your fire alarm?
Oh wow, that's what we doing.
All right, we gotta get out. The chat is getting unlit. You're getting unruly now. Jew bacon egg. All right, we gotta go.
Jew bacon egg.
Judy's nuts. All right, y'all.
Oh, he got disrespectful. Judy's balls.
He got bad. He got
bad.
All right. Peace out.
Hit that like button, y'all. Love y'all.
Hit the like button on the way out. He got bad.